Okay. So when last we saw the Trollskull Six, you'd made your way to Ratasum and got a very brief briefing from Quippa and Zoja about the Inquest's hidden headquarters, codenamed the Crucible. You made your preparations after doing a bit of shopping, and today we pick up. I will say, so you guys had a long rest in Ratasum. If anybody needs to prepare different spells this morning, that's easily done. You just go ahead and say that's done. Any last minute shopping, you do have as much time as you need to scour the city if there was something you missed. Otherwise, you return to Zoja's lab. Zoja herself is not there, but Quippa is surrounded by many other members of the lab, all kind of surreptitiously keeping an eye on her. And when you are ready, she begins tracing out the magical sigil sequence on the ground that she needs to do to send you here. And with a last flick of her wrist, the teleportation circle spell is complete, and you only have a brief window of time for everybody to pop in through the newly opened gate. Is there any business we need to conclude before we begin?
I didn't have anything to do in the city, but I did have a question about the bloodstone item real quick before we begin. Does that, with the taking away half your hit dice, do you get the hit dice back from the long rest and then immediately takes them away, or do the hit dice like stay? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was curious about.
Cool. Yeah, you gain back up to half your expended hit dice on a long rest, and then when you finish the long rest, you immediately have to give half of it to it or take a level of exhaustion.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay. So, you guys through the teleportation circle, and you find yourselves in the Inquest's hidden stronghold. You are at the curved end cap of a long, tall hallway. The hall itself has like an arched roof. It's probably about 30 feet high. You can see about halfway down the hall, the walls kind of curve away from you out of sight just a bit to form like a sort of central open space, in the center of which is about a 3.5 foot high pedestal with another 3.5 foot high statue of Director Kudu holding a book in one hand, his other hand in the air with looks like a stylized gout of flame all in bronze. And at the far extremity of the hall, at another curved recess, just kind of leaned up against the wall, arms crossed, is a small Asura in what looks like an Iron Man suit. And as you guys kind of come through this portal and spread out so you're not quite on top of each other, getting your bearings and looking around, you see them kind of noticing you, and they call out, oh, I didn't open my notes. That would be a good thing to do. You see that they kind of look for a second, and they draw a weapon from behind them. It looks very much like an Inquest blaster that you're familiar with. And you hear them call out in a slightly mechanical voice. Hold it right there. This area is off limits. Put your weapons down and get on your knees.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. I need to look at this map real quick. Oh, bitch. It's okay. It's okay. Kudu asked us here. How else would we have gotten here to begin with?
Yeah, we're study participants.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Fucking
Funny.
lines and armor. Damn, son.
It's plus 15.
Shit.
Okay.
The game is paused, I will say.
Because
Because I don't know, I might like to move a little bit.
Well, so this person, man. So this person starts to take a couple of steps forward, lowers their weapon, still has it in hand, but it's kind of pointing it at the floor. It takes a couple steps forward, and just says, "Well, I wasn't notified. I'll have to clear it. You stay right where you are."
I'm sorry. Can we get your name and badge number, please? Because Kudu's not gonna want this delayed. I'm sure we have several participants. He didn't mention what for exactly. I'm sorry.
He just kind of ignores you and starts walking towards the western alcove.
Wait, where exactly did he walk?
I
Hold on.
Here.
Okay, there. As soon as he gets right there, I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Yeah, that's just within 30 feet.
No. Fail.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, we could really use your help navigating around here. We're new, but Kudu assured us that great people here would show us where we need to get to.
You see, like, they stop, sort of turn, look at you over one shoulder, seem kind of shrug, and then they start kind of like waddling their way over. And as they do, you hear another voice. "What's going on? Who's talking?"
Where is that voice coming from?
Snowball has started.
From the direction that they were going,
Oh,
to the west.
okay.
Can I do like wave my hands and go? It's fine.
These are not the droids. I'm looking for.
People that Kudu sent for.
No, you cannot dominate this person with Charm Person.
I'm gonna look at Birdie and be like, should I take care of that other guy?
I don't think he'd respond well to us harming his compatriot.
At this
I
point,
say
the fellow
quietly.
kind of like stops about 10 feet away from you, from Galatar and Kala and Rena. And they're just like, you can't really see their facial expression. There's a thin glass plate on their helmet, so you can see their large Asuran eyes just sort of looking out at you. And they just say, "Well, always happy to help. Is there a specific area that the director was wanting you to go to?"
That's a good question. Was
You
it?
repeated, "Fleming, who's out there?"
Oh, you can tell them we're just some people that Kudu invited. If you want, I mean that's
BLT,
the only reason. Yeah.
will you ask him if that's the manager that we need to find or where the key card is?
Oh yeah. If we could speak to the manager of the floor, that would be much appreciated.
Oh boy.
Give me one sec.
Oh gosh, guys.
I usually name my tokens so I can see them when I need to.
Yeah.
Did not put the manager's name on him. He just says, "Oh yeah, sure. Well, I mean, Blep is just back in the data lab where he tends to stay. I'm sure he's at his console right now. I could show you there if you like."
Yeah, Blep's the guy we were supposed to look for.
Yeah. If you could lead us that way, that would be great. We would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I can show you right there. Just follow me.
All right.
And as he starts to lead you away, two more similarly dressed guards exit from the western alcove.
Okay.
They kind of come out.
I'm gonna kind of take my loot from and cast calm emotions on both of them.
Okay.
I need them both to make charisma saves.
Birdie, I don't know how long you can keep this up, but holy shit.
I'm gonna charm the whole fucking Crucible.
I did not know that their modifiers looked like that. Huh.
It's either really good or really
So,
bad.
no, well, he rolled a nat 20, but
Ah.
his modifier makes that a 16.
Scene.
I didn't realize they were quite so low. But yes. So yeah, they both fail, and that makes them what, indifferent to you?
Yeah, so calm emotion, you attempt to suppress strong emotion in a group of people. So I would have cast kind of in the center of their thing. Each humanoid in the 20-foot sphere makes a charisma save. I choose one of the following effects. Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards. This indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. And I am concentrating that, and I go, well, that just gives us like a minute, guys. So,
You see that they kind of break the plane of the wall. They see this large group, a very big non-Asura. Instantly, their weapons are drawn.
Yeah.
And one of them starts to say, like, "Mom, what's going on?" And before they could finish the sentence, there's just this dull, glazed sound to their voice, I guess, because they are wearing face masks.
Yeah.
And the weapons are just kind of lowered. What's going on?
Oh, we're just going to meet Blep. Nothing to worry about. This fine man was leading us that way. Nice to meet you all. And Birdie's
The other guard just says, "Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna take them to talk to Blep. The directors called them here." And the other two just go, "Oh, all right then."
Okay.
They turn around and walk back to their desks.
okay, cool.
Dance off these guys.
Get your name, sir, but lead on to Blep, please. I will say the calm emotions only last for 1 minute. So.
And then they're gonna remember?
So he starts to
I mean, I can make them not remember if we.
starts to
You
walk
can
away.
make them not remember.
He turns over his shoulder and
Let's
just
see.
says,
Actually, can I make
"Oh,
them remember?
I'm Flom.
The second too long to get it.
Rather than
Flom.
Pleasure to meet you.
How do you spell Flom?
Flomm.
Ah, okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to look.
I don't think you probably want to bother.
Okay. I was gonna say I was looking in modify memory if you fail automatically if you're charmed. I can't.
Don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay. Although with
So-
these guys modifier, I can't imagine they're succeeding.
Flom leads you all south to this alcove, and you can see that there is a curved hallway that recedes off to the east and the west, and he begins to lead you down the east hallway.
I'm gonna kind of hang in the back of the group and try to listen to what's going on with those guards.
Okay. They just go back, and you hear a sort of like as they scoot their seats out on this like hard stone, like marble tile floor. You kind of hear them muttering to each other like, "Huh, well, wasn't expecting visitors today. Well, they never tell us anything anyway. But the director's gonna do what the director's gonna do, right? That's why they pay us."
Getting some serious stormtrooper energy here.
Thanks, Alex.
Basically. Alright.
Then they're gonna wake up and be like, "What the fuck?"
So Flom leads you to an intersection.
I'm
And she says,
pincered in a bit.
Data lab's just here to the left here. And as he breaks the plane over there, he kind of stops and he's gonna turn and kind of step over out of the way. And Galatar, at the head of this column, you and Birdie, as you come into this intersection, you look to the west, and there is just an enormous standing wall of flame from floor to ceiling inside this corridor that extends westward.
I
To
knew
the
it was
east
a literal firewall.
is a circular chamber and about a 3-foot tall like semicircle computer console type deal, like a slanted interface, and behind it is standing a slightly taller, sort of in what looks like a little more ornate Magitech armor in a similar style to the guard. And Flom just kind of gestures into the room. Mr. Blepp, sir, we've got some fine folks here that the director has brought to the facility to meet you. I believe you have an appointment. And the guy behind the console like looks up from tweaking some dials and turning things, and he sees you all. And he just says, excuse me. Hey, who let these bukas in here? Somebody call sanitation up here. You, freeze!
I'm sorry, excuse me. Kudu sent us here. Could you get us into the data center, please? I'm going to cast suggestion on him.
How far we can ride this wave, baby. Hell.
This is where, before combat goes off, is where I can thrive.
Oh, I have a feeling we're building up like a giant tidal wave behind us.
Oh, yeah.
And this dam's going to break, and it's going to be bad.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, if they don't have the key card, I guess they can't follow us to the next level, right? So
He fails.
Okay.
Maybe.
So the suggestion is worded in such a manner to make it sound reasonable.
It is. The director sent us. We need access to the data center. That is a reasonable request as far as the spell is concerned.
Yeah.
So you see this moment where he starts to press buttons on like a big chunky wrist control that he has on his armor, and he stops. Well, all right. I guess if the director needs you to get in there, then who am I to question him?
Exactly.
I mean, just and he starts tapping out some different combinations on his big console that he's standing behind. And you watch as the wall of fire in the hallway disappears.
Can I hide here where I am?
Yeah, make a stealth
Okay.
check.
Oh, should I try something else, guys? Is this too much?
You are
no, this is good, man.
Okay.
Look in the space, brother.
It's a good
Still
opening. You're
watching
saving
for
us
these guys.
resources.
You are riding.
We need
You're
to.
rolling high here, gambler man.
Okay.
Should I try to go big?
So
Don't over expend yourself on this place.
I
But
mean, don't forget we have a boss to fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking I could.
I mean, not outside. Yeah.
Modify his memory to remember receiving like an urgent communication from Kudu that we were supposed to be here and to like give us access.
Take them all the way to the director.
Yeah, but that's a 5th level spell, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'd hold off.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you need to burn it this early.
Like if we can nab that glyph key from him.
Because if we get through the thing, I don't think they can follow us if we have their glyph key.
Well, it's if we get the key.
So
Yeah. The
Stop saying if, Alexa.
wall of fire disappears.
Right. And then
And the guy just says, "Oh, all right, there you go. I've just disabled the nearest one, but the data center is right through there. Just be very careful. It's a static-free zone, and please don't touch
Kala's
anything.
not coming.
If you need something, just let me know."
awesome.
About this point, Kala, you hear, "Wait, what? What the hell? Sound the alarm!"
Yeah, they're gonna sound the alarm. I'm gonna attack one of them.
And then let's see, where is?
I think it's game time.
Burning times
I
everyone.
get to like actually charm people in like sequence like that.
Did you feel pretty good there? Did you feel like Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, I felt really good.
that's
about
pretty fun.
There are, like inside. This is all brightly.
Oh,
illuminated.
ball.
You have an
There
alarm
are-
noise?
There are now glowing, the lights that are glowing to illuminate this, alternating between the sort of soft yellow and a deeper red as a siren starts to kind of hum throughout the facility.
It's gonna trigger some serious primal instinct in me. I don't know what it is about alarms where I'm like, ah.
I'd like you all to roll initiative.
I feel like I have to get up. Also, don't forget that Brina has an additional 1d8
Ooh,
to add to that.
I do have good. I fucking love.
Oh, what a bad roll.
This is-
Should've rolled my other die.
That is terrible.
Oy.
Sorry, guys, for.
Oh wow, yeah. We
Guess maybe I'll just
We usually
stay
see
here
you
and
down
let
this
everybody
level.
else go.
They actually rolled worse than all of you.
Really? They
Oh,
rolled worse
wow,
than a
that is
7?
shocking.
Recession.
Wow.
5.
Get him!
Wow.
Hey Ryan,
Yes.
Well, they were all.
can you
charmed and
remind
stuff.
me the description of like the key cards? Was that like on their person that they have on like their belt, or was this
when-
like
When Quippa showed you hers, it was like a D8
uh-huh.
that was on a little gold chain she wore around her neck.
Okay.
Can I also ask? So, just to recall, so I don't have to, and just so everybody knows, they had mentioned this data center before, right? Like during our briefing,
Yes.
in terms of like we were just supposed to destroy it.
We are supposed to
Grab the data.
Back up
download some
everything.
information first with the data cube we
Everything.
have.
Yeah.
Also, I know
I think
Soja handled
Alexa has
us that. Yeah, I don't know who has it. I don't know if any of
She
us
gave it to
actually
one of
claimed it.
you, so anyone could.
I can just take it if you
I
want.
say I thought she gave it to Galatar
I'll just
for some
plug it
reason.
in. I can do intelligence things, maybe. Okay.
So don't
Yes.
destroy the data center.
Destroy it after we get the
Yeah.
info.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah, because we're
thinking about just tossing a grenade in there, just to.
not yet.
Right, so stand on the Inquest blaster, like, so we're doing it.
At this point, you guys are
yeah.
standing here, and you suddenly see these lights start flashing, and you hear this siren. Brina, you are up.
Oh,
Birdie's
shit.
on deck.
So this is our dad who possibly has the glyph key.
Yes.
Okay, can I just say, excuse me, pardon me, past my little allies here and get within 5 feet of him and try and grab it from around his neck? Do I see it? Do I?
You do not see it.
Can I grab him
He's
around the
basically
shoulders?
wearing an Iron Man suit of armor.
Hmm.
You want to grab him?
How big is
Like
helmet?
grapple?
Yeah, I'll just try and grapple him.
Okay. Yeah, you can use one of your attacks to grapple him.
Okay. I'm gonna grapple him with one attack. I don't feel like we need to kill him if we can just grab the glyph key.
So you make an athletics check.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. So you go to lay hands on this guy, and now that the firewall has been disabled, he's currently, like, his helmet, he's got like the face plate part is open, so you can see his face, and his eyes his pupils are super dilated. Now that the firewall is removed, the command that he was issued is completed. His pupils shrink back, and he, oh crap, and he pushes out with his arms, and these something about this suit just breaks your grip. And you are not able to grapple him. You have an extra attack.
Yeah, can I try and grapple him again with my second attack?
Make your athletics check.
Can I just say? Never mind. The squirmy little bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. Did I just? Well, that was a fun turn.
So again, you try to grab him because you don't want to necessarily hurt the little guy. And this time, like, you grab the front of his like steel chest piece, and he takes your wrist with one hand and just like peels your arm off. He is surprisingly strong for such a little guy.
What the fuck? Greenwich straw is on the floor. Hold fucking still.
You can kind of hear as his grip tightens around your wrist, like the sound of servos tightening. He's definitely getting assistance from his armor.
I'm going to beat the shit out. Well, I guess that's my fucking turn. Okay.
Okay.
I should have just taken a shit on the floor instead.
Birdie. You see Brina go up, and she's trying to grab this guy, and he is just like powering through her grapples.
What the whole fuck?
All of you also, I would say, hear a sort of chorus of gasps and what's going on? What's the alarm sounding? Lep? From the north.
From this direction?
Yes, from inside
Cool.
the room beyond.
Great.
So it is Birdie's turn, and Keetree's on deck.
Okay. Well, shoot. I guess I'm gonna get inside the data center. It says I'm colliding with a wall.
Oh, yep. Sorry, that's my bad. Kind of staring through, you can see like there are these 4 obelisks that are about 2.5, 3 feet wide, about 6 feet tall, and then right in the center, there's like a very tall, almost like a stepped pyramid, but it's very narrow and very tall, about 8 feet high, and it just has a bank of like glowing, pulsing crystals and what looks like kind of like a mithril circuit board type inlay of metal all throughout it. As you enter that space, you can see that on the north edge is a glowing teleportation circle. And on the far side is another narrow hallway with another wall of fire.
Okay. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15. I guess, shoot. How much I want to do anything? I'll move back out. Shoot, I guess I'm gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this guy with my persuader. The guy that Brina's trying to
Okay.
bad with.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Your charmed guy's gonna be real confused.
24 with the Inquest persuader.
Oh,
Double
you
hit.
hit that fool.
13 points of full
Nice.
damage.
Damn, son.
Yeah. Brina, as you're trying to grapple him, he like peels that second hand off. He kind of steps back to prepare himself and just slammed in the chest by a massive burst from the persuader. So that's a good hit.
And I turn to the guy who's charmed by me, and I go, "You saw it. He shot first. This guy's a loose cannon."
That guy is currently looking very confused. Just sort of,
Yeah. I go, "Stay by me. You'll be safe." And I grab his hand.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, that brings it to Keetree. Kala's on deck.
Okay. I can move through my allies space, right?
As difficult terrain. Yep.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get through Birdie. Right? And then if I get up here on the
10,
dais,
15, 20, 25,
5, 10,
30. That would be 30 to where you are now.
okay. And I can, is Brina holding that guy?
No, she's tried to, and as you're kind of like moving your way into the room, you watch this guy kind of push her arms away, and then he gets slammed in the chest by a blast. You see like a little multicolored stain on his armor now from the persuader. But no,
Okay.
he is free.
All right.
In between you and him is about a 3.5 foot high computer console. So he's standing on like a slightly elevated platform about 3 feet above you, which puts
Well-
him right a little over eye level of you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna dash in here and what is it that we need from him again? What's it called? The
glyph
security key?
Let's keep.
Can we have the lift key, please? And I'm gonna go ahead and cast heat metal on his suit of armor.
Oh.
Jordy!
Right.
Well, that's a mistake for him.
So any creature in physical contact with
Yeah.
Those-
There's no save. He just takes the damage. When
So
is
then-
it? At the
Get
start of his turn?
wrecked.
no, it's just right now. He takes 7 when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to
Right.
cause this
Okay.
damage.
bonus action. So he
Yeah,
takes
sure.
And
7.
because
Yeah.
It says if the creature is holding or wearing the object that takes the damage from it, the
Yeah.
creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he cannot just drop that armor. So
Yeah.
he takes 7 fire damage. You guys watch as like a portion of that chest plate starts to glow red, and there's that groaning sound of metal as it gets hot. And he just starts to go, ah, ah, ah. He's just like trying to pat it out, and it's not doing any good.
Fucking badass.
No, he's got disadvantage on a lot of shit too.
I will say that Kitri and Brina, as you kind of enter this space, you see there's a hallway to the north that opens into a much larger chamber with what look like a lot of little pillars, like square pillars that go up about 8 feet in the air. So they don't run all the way to the ceiling. The ceiling is much higher, currently out of your view. But it's just dotted inside with all of these big square, look like gray steel pillars.
Pillars always bode well in D&D.
I don't think so. I can't use that this turn as the bonus action to cause more damage. No, that's gonna be my turn since I can't move anymore.
Okay. Kala.
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
All right. Yeah, that'll hit.
That didn't roll with
Yeah.
fire. Ugh. 28 damage.
That's a bummer.
Mm.
It's a heavy hit.
And it's still 28 damage.
You weirdly have the same number of 1s and 5s. That was a very weird roll.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, your
And a
arrow
3.
like
Perfectly
slams into this guy.
Perfectly
You find that
balanced.
chink in his metallic armor between his chest plate and the shoulder armor, and it just penetrates through. You can see it kind of stick out the back a little bit as he's thrown to the side slightly. He tries to bring his weapon to bear, and he's sort of holding it with one arm tucked under one as he's trying to reach up with his other to grab it, and he's having a little trouble articulating that joint now. Yeah, is that your turn?
That's the end of my turn, yeah.
Okay. So at this point, Blep, the manager, he mashes one of the buttons on his wrist controls, and you watch as his left arm, there's a section, this big chunky control, where a circular shape just sort of, it's like a fan blade. As it rotates, it forms this pulsing shield of light on one arm. And then he reaches to one side of his hip, and he pulls out what looks like a oh no, because it's not a separate thing, right? He moves his hand away from that control, and as he does so, it's sort of like drawing a weapon from its sheath. There is just a thin sliver of yellowish radiance that extrudes from his wrist out over the top of his hand, and he sort of lashes it from side to side like a whip of light, and snaps it on the floor. And he is going to attempt to attack Brina with that whip.
Sexy.
50 Shades of Grey. Mm-mm.
We know what they're into here.
So the first one, I believe, will hit. So you take 10 radiant damage, which is reduced. Oh no, because you're not raging.
Doesn't he have disadvantage?
Oh yes, because of heat metal. Yes, he does. So
Oh,
let me roll
no.
that again. A 10 will not hit.
Mhm.
Disadvantage. Okay, yeah. So he just starts cracking this thing back and forth. 3 rapid attacks, and he rolls a nat 1 and then a 12 after the 10. So none of them hit. As you kind of like back up, he almost trips. There are these little steps that lead from the floor up to his sort of elevated platform, and he's kind of stumbling over them as he tries to back away. Is going to try to back off of this dais and away from you around Kitri. So, Brina, if you want to take an attack of opportunity with your reaction, you may.
Yeah, I sure will. I haven't. Well, technically, I did say prior to, or at the end of the last session, that I had ignited the flame blade, but that feels a little bit silly. Having walked around
To try to
with
grapple him.
guards. Fuck, dog. I fucking guess I'll try and grapple him again. I don't want the squirmy bastard to go anywhere. Although reaction
Oh,
was
you have Sentinel?
he can stay. Yeah. Yeah, and also he's a dick. So, let's see what happens.
25 will hit.
Okay. It's one-handed and I don't know. Is it flaming? I want to say yes because that was an additional 4 points of damage.
You said you'd ignited it before you went in, before we
Yeah.
adjourned last time.
I sure did. So cool. 21 points.
21? Alright.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, so you bring it down, and he tries to deflect it with his sort of luminous shield, and it slides off the edge, but it does impact on the side of his chest that's been scorched already by Birdie's blaster, and it kind of rakes a solid cut down the front of it. And you watch as like the metal parts like a tin can, and then starts to kind of repair itself slightly. It doesn't fully close up that wound. There's a nasty gash on the front of it.
I don't know if this is allowed, but in that moment that his armor is cut open, do we see the lift key around his neck?
This is more of just like a really narrow cut down one side, so I would say no.
All right, that's fine.
Let's see. Ooh. Does that?
Well, at least he's sticking here for now.
Cool.
Fuck grappling. All my homies hate grappling.
That brings it to Alexa.
All right, let's see. 5, 10, 15. Shit's going down. Ooh, pardon me. Did I hear the voices coming from up here? Being all the way.
Probably not, being all the way
Okay.
out in the hall. With the other noise going on, yeah.
That's why I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, wait, shit. I forgot my own move speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna get here. And I'm gonna yell for Galatar to throw me the data cube. And I will get to work on my turn.
Okay.
Like, I will hold my... If possible, I would like to hold my action. I mean, I guess that's not the console. That's the
Right,
console.
that's one in the center.
Yeah, so then if possible, I could like to hold my action to then step 5 more feet to get in range.
Sure,
After
yeah.
he throws it to me.
Can do that.
Did you catch that, Chandler?
Yeah, what you don't know is with my strength score of 8, I can't make it 20 feet to you in a throw.
Damn,
No, I'm
that's
just
why
kidding.
I was thinking.
I actually don't know. I think I can throw 24 feet. I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So that brings
That's
it
what I was trying to think. I was
Galatar's
like, I
turn.
can't run too far because I do know throws late distance.
Turns out, can
Throwing
do
something that's
seven,
small, not a problem.
can do 7th level magic. Can't throw something.
Right, can't throw a baseball.
All right. I am going to. It's just a free action to throw it to Alexa. Is that just like a free item interaction, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll throw that to Alexa to start my turn. So you now have the D8 shaped cube thing.
I will make a note of that and then move my 5 feet.
And I will move 5 feet to there. Let's see,
You
10,
can now see inside this area as well.
15.
As you enter the
Okay.
space to your right along the
Oh,
wall,
that's what I was
is
worried about.
a long, low, what looks like a long chair or a couch, kind of leaned up
Mhm.
against the wall, and above that, probably like a 10-foot high section of the wall, about maybe 5, 10, about 15 feet long and 10 feet high, is just perfectly clear, and beyond it is just like an infinite starry void. At the end of that is like a slim stone pillar followed by another window and another window, very similarly constructed. And as you look down that east wall, above the level of these steel square pillars, there's just this 10-foot high window above them, and all of it is looking out on this infinite starry void. And you can just see, floating, suspended in the nothingness, what looks like a stone pyramid.
Does that stone pyramid look similar to like the Eye of Janthir kind of pyramid, or?
So the Eye of Janthir had 4 sides, like the pyramids at Giza. This one looks like a D4. It's got
Oh, okay.
3 sides, so it's a
3
tetrahedron.
sides. Oh, cool. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. I need to figure out 30-foot cube.
And you can just see the nearest steel pillar. It has a portion of it that is cut out, just like an empty archway, and sitting inside that square pillar is what looks like an Asura in like a red apron, sort of coveralls with a billowing kind of white sleeve shirt, sitting in a chair facing what looks like a bank of instruments and readouts like you've seen in other Asuran labs. Their hands are kind of on the dials, and they are turned looking at you with an expression of terror.
Okay. So a 30-foot cube would be each like space across and lengthwise is 30 feet, right?
Yeah, 30 feet on a side.
Okay. So I am gonna move. Let's see. I need to double check how far I've already moved. 5, 10, 15. Okay. 20. Oops. There. 25-ish. Actually, sorry. There, I guess. I want to point my rapier. I'll draw it and point it at a good spot. Here, I think would get everyone. So I'm gonna turn and point it here. Well, no.
Technically, throwing the cube would have been your item interaction.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have to draw my sword. It's just a flavor thing, but I won't do it. So I'll just take my hand then and pull out a little piece of glowing incense, and I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern at this point here.
Okay, like
so that'll be the
point?
center point. Yeah, because I think I center it, I believe.
So you pick a intersection between squares.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have to be a crisscross, but like the edge of a square or the crisscross of a square, and it'll center there.
Okay, so I center it from the crisscross of a square. Can I? Do you have like a 30-foot?
Yeah,
how do I make
Can you not see it on the screen?
I cannot, but I don't know if I'm just maybe my thing's lagging.
I have a template on my screen.
Oh,
so
okay. Hold on. I'll reload the page real quick and see if maybe that's it. Huh. No, I still don't see it. But I want to basically place it. I think like I want to cover these two for sure, and then try and get as many of the upper rows as I can.
Okay. Yeah, you can get all but the last row.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Let's see. The technician, sort of sitting at that cube and looking at you, is going to try to counterspell you.
They automatically succeed. Oh, well, I'll counterspell their counterspell. Bring it on.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's say
Wizard.
Wizard off.
Yes. So there is another
third level spell
Asura
slots.
who can see you.
Unbelievable. I should have just used my freaking invisibility thing. Stupid
They're gonna
wizards.
counterspell your counterspell of her counterspell.
Curses.
Wizard duel.
Word.
Then I'll just say you really shouldn't have done that, and then just say invisibility, and I'll let my greater invisibility thing go off on myself, so that I am now invisible.
All right.
Should have just done that so they couldn't freaking counterspell me. Jesus.
Target you can see.
I'm so mad. That's 2/3 level spell slot. I fucked up, guys.
Big time spellcasters, these dudes.
Fucked up. Should have just done greater invisibility.
All right. So, The guy that you shot, Kala. Let's see. He is going to. What can they do?
Been shot for real.
He's gonna raise his blaster and attempt to shoot you, but he's having so much trouble with that arm that he just can't make it happen. He rolls a nat 1. But he shouts over his shoulder, "Ah! I can't do it! Call out the guards!"
I can't get the job done.
And he is going to move slightly out of the way as another guy rushes out. And he is going to attempt to shoot you as well. That will hit. Oh wow, he rolled dope-ass numbers. Yeah, 21 to hit for 25 fire damage. As he brings, with his perfectly good arms, he brings his rifle to bear, and this blast of flames just like hurls out and slams into you. Once he hits you, ha! Yeah. All right, activate sentry patrols, and he taps it out. Little code on his little wrist control. Alexa and Bertie. At this point, you hear the grinding of stone, followed by. Well, you don't hear that quite yet. That'll be on the next turn.
I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge.
That's our death turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guard standing by Bertie is he's gonna look at you, Bertie, kind of holding his hand, and he's
Yeah.
gonna give you a reassuring squeeze, and be like, "Don't worry, I'll keep you safe." And he raises his gun and he points it at Alexa. "Get away from there!" And he is gonna attempt.
That's right.
That is a 10 to hit, so that is not gonna work.
Oh, that does not. That does in fact hit the shield.
Yeah. Fortunately, it glances off the shield and is deflected and does not hit the mainframe directly in front of you. Now, Alexa and Bertie, you hear and the sound of something rapidly approaching. And Bertie, I would say you see, what is their speed? Oh, it's plenty.
It's plenty, he says.
You see
God.
these mechanical constructs
Oh god.
rolling themselves down the hallway end over end, and they come to a
Destroyers!
stop about 10 feet away from you and plunk down on 3 tripod legs. Their curved backs separate out into 2 blaster-like appendages. And
They were
as it comes to a standing position, you see it surrounds itself with a bubble of shimmering force
But it does.
and begins to blast at you with its shoulder cannons.
Yeah.
Star Wars
Wow.
coming back to
Where
bite
are
us
you?
again.
Where are the Gungans when you actually need them?
My friend.
Right. So yeah, where's our backup then?
Yeah, where's Jar Jar?
Guys, gonna move.
Evil Sith Lord.
Wow. I
So
don't have much against that, huh?
I don't know. You're our Jedi there, Galatar.
Bertie, I need you to
That might be
make
lucky.
a dex. Oh shit! It didn't put the thing in chat. What is it? Dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, yes.
There it is.
Really glad I
Make
got
it.
out of the hallway now.
Yeah.
So as this thing lands, there's just this barrage of laser fire, and you take 8 radiant damage.
Love the lasers.
Thank you.
We
I
are on
really
the
love all the radiant damage in this campaign. It's very cool. It's like very high-tech radiant stuff.
Kala, you hear a similar sort of as this creature seems to roll out of the western arch of the hallway below you, across the open space and into the hall on the opposite side. And it is going to end its turn there. It's going to pop this bubble of force around it, and it is also going to shoot at Bertie.
What?
To make another dexterity saving throw.
What?
Give it up, Birdie. Yeah, there you go. He's a dancing man.
22. All right, so that is 7 radiant damage. And I
Woo!
need to change that feature because it is not rolling damage for me.
That's good stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
That way it'll show me.
We have fun. We have fun
We
here.
have fun. We do.
We have
We're
fun.
gonna have so much fun.
Beanie here. It plays in my head.
Okay, that brings it to the top of the round, and it is Brina's turn.
All righty. Brina has her shield out and her flaming ass sword. She's trying to fight smarter this go round. I don't know, character development or something. Fucking whatever. And she says, all right, little man, give me the fucking glyph key. And she's gonna hit him with her sword. And oh wait, bonus action, I would like to rage.
Okay.
She is, of course, irritated.
Now it's raging.
In her frustrated state. Okay, I'm going to reckless attack for both. Wait, yeah, whatever. Oh, fuck.
19 does not hit. He manages to deflect your blow with his glowing shield.
Man, gang. All right, let's just roll ass tonight. Ow.
Oh! Did you roll 2 nat 20s?
Did I roll 2 nat 20s? That's
Yeah.
seven.
Double crit. Is
That's a lot of.
yeah. You crit his ass.
That's 56.
Is it not
Fucking
40?
hell.
Well, it's the 16 plus the 40. The 40 is the crit damage. Oh no, sorry, I'm dumb. I'm reading it wrong.
No, yeah, it's the 16 plus the 40, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh,
Because
okay,
the 40
yeah.
is the 8 plus 12 plus
Max,
20, which is all
yeah.
from the max crit.
So 56 damage.
Fucking A.
Holy shit.
That's a good one.
You bring that sword down, and like it just slices through the glowing shield on his wrist. You watch the light itself just kind of shatter and burst apart as though you'd broken some sort of mirror, and the sword blade digs into the armor and like embeds itself in his forearm. He cries out and kind of falls down to one knee. He is severely fucked up.
Okay.
And he just says, all right. Just work with me here. And he kind of whispers that to you.
Hey, weird ass. Do I
Is
get
that
the
the end of your
chance
turn?
to respond?
If you want to say something short,
She just says, holds out her hand. It says, glyph key. Now.
all right.
All right, that is my turn.
Birdie's up and Keetree's on deck.
Fuck his ass up, Kitri.
Okay. Shoot. What I'm gonna do is man, that sucks. Huh? Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I'm gonna. So since this guy is technically friendly to me, can I move through his space?
He is not hostile to you, so yeah, it's difficult terrain.
Okay, 10 feet there. You know, he's firing on JK. I take that back. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna strike the ground here. And well, not strike the ground, but I'm gonna play. He grabs his lute and plays this kind of like single power chord, and there's like swath of music that kind of radiates out. And I'm gonna do a destructive wave because I've got
Oh shit.
all around.
Okay.
So that should hit the
Radius on that?
30 foot radius on me, and it's each creature I choose within 30 feet.
Okay.
So it's gonna be
So
both.
that's. Can you
I
see
see
the?
it.
Yeah. So that's
And the
that.
creature, in terms of that, the creature, I don't know if there's people beyond me, but how I'm going to do it is like, if it's not a member of my party, they're going to make the save. So everybody in that circle other than our party needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 18.
Okay. Yeah.
Is this hitting the data center thing?
Yes, it is.
I don't think it does. It says, I think it only attacks creatures. It's not like Shatter where it affects, because it says each creature I choose. So I have some control over who it targets.
Cool.
Okay, I was thinking it was like Shatter.
Yeah, it's not like Shatter. It's a paladin thing.
What's the DC they're trying to beat?
18.
Are you okay? Yeah, and if they're not Trollskull 6, saves. Oh, lucky. Yeah. So, the Inquest guard beside you fails. The 2 sentry golems rolled 19s, and Blep rolled a 24.
Oh.
Fuck off, Blep.
But they take half damage, right?
Yeah, but it's not gonna be that much. It'll be like 10. So total 37 damage to people who didn't save, and they're knocked prone. Half of that's gonna be like 18.
God
Yeah.
damn it! Why is this doing this to me?
18. Like half of that is thunder, and half of it is we'll say necrotic.
Really?
I gotta move that guy. My screen's glitched out. So I'm sorry. What was the total? 37.
So 37 if they failed, and if they failed, they're knocked prone.
37. Jesus. Prone. I can
And then
move
if they
back.
succeeded, it's half that. So it would be 8 thunder damage and 10 necrotic damage. Yeah, 8.
Let me see. They don't have. Yep, they're not resistant to those things. So. 15.
And he's no longer charmed.
yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
Does he look back with tears in his eyes, heartbroken at the betrayal?
As Blep is like struggling to his feet, the wave crashes around Brina and slams into him, and he's just thrown back against the wall. His head like slams into the back, and his eyes go dark, and he's dead.
Okay. I am then going to move 5, 10, let's see, 5, 10, 15, behind Brina. And I go, there's guys in the hall. Guys in the hall.
Kids in the hall.
Boys in the house.
Alright, that brings it to Keytree, and Kala's on deck.
Okay.
Trolls in the dungeon.
Would this be an action if I wanted to, like, the guy, Blep, right? Would it be an action to, like, insight, is he, when he says, like, work with me here, is he saying that, like, truthfully or more manipulatively? Would that
Well,
be an action?
He's dead now.
Oh, he's dead?
Yes.
Oh, I just missed that.
Yeah, I killed him on accident.
Whoops. So now that he's dead, though, can I find the key on his body?
You can use your action to search his body if you want, yeah?
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of have to like reach up and grab this console of his and kind of like pick yourself up over it or walk around it the long way. But easy enough to do with your movement, and you kind of kneel down next to him and start pulling at his armor, and it's pretty form-fitting. But you are able to kind of lift it up a little bit and search around, and you do find there is a little thin gold chain around his neck with what looks like a little D8 crystal on it.
Which one of us, do we just need to collect these? Or is someone like holding on to them?
Whatever you want to do, really.
Okay, I'm taking this, you guys. I got the lift key and I'm going to put it around my neck. And I guess that was my action. And concentration is done because that man died. 10. And Galatar's in the room, and there's more people in there because I heard them shouting.
There are, yeah. As you walk in, you can see like one of them is looking at Galatar and had its hands out, it just having counterspelled his spell.
I think I can get to. It says I'm running into a wall. Hold on. I'm gonna go 5, 10. Why is this going so slow for me today? I think I can get all the way up to here with my movement. And like with my 25 feet that I have left. And
Yeah.
bonus action. Let's see. I hadn't realized that guy had died, and then I was gonna warm him up again, but I guess that's a moot point. What else? I can't reach anyone right now, can I?
Not in melee,
No.
no.
Okay. I need to check on the range of this one.
We could just take the lift key, get out of here.
Glyph key.
The glyph key, yeah. We could just take it.
Which way do we need to go, Galatar? I don't know. And then I'm going to, I guess just preemptively, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my Electro Staff. That'll be my bonus action. So that will
Okay.
be my turn. And then asking which way we're going.
Absolutely. Kala and Alexa's next.
Bonus action, take aim, and I'm shooting the other guy.
Okay.
Mm.
17 will not hit.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, the arrow hits the armor, but this thick sheen of metallic armor deflects that missile. That brings it to Alexa's turn, and Galatar's on deck.
I will attempt to make a backup of the data on this floor.
You can make either an Arcana or an Investigation check.
Would like to make, I believe, yeah, Arcana. Can I have advantage because I'm familiar with this tech? Being
I'd
Azuran?
say due to your Azuran background, sure.
18.
So, as you take a second to kind of look at this, you can see it is a large Magitech device, lots of glowing, kind of faceted crystals. Each one's etched with runes. It seems to be crafted from a special alloy that you're familiar with. It's used in a lot of Azuran labs. There are places on this structure where thin, like glass panes kind of have this flowing readout of information. And being as familiar as you are, you're able to sort of ferret out the structure of the folders and things where data is being stored and the different components. You gather that you have the know-how to do this, but in order to copy all of the stuff that you want is going to take a little more time than an action. It'd probably take you a couple of minutes to really get it all.
Is there okay, well, I mean, I guess there's no way for me to tell maybe in my first 6 seconds way to automate it, or do I need to like sit here and babysit it, or?
You can start the process and just kind of let it go.
Okay.
I would say with this ability, yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I would just like to at least get it rocking. And then I'll just can at least hang around and make sure it doesn't get canceled.
Go to the top level folders, copy all, and then turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah, shooting.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so you find a top level folder that's basically the place where they house all of their research on the Elder Dragons. You begin copying this data over, and it's quite a bit of info.
Yeah, I think that I don't really have any bonus action sort of activity, so I think
Okay.
that will end my turn as I just keep an eye. Well, no, I will wander around because I just want to get a look around.
Yep.
Like, what is down here? Is it just nothing?
You see you are on the opposite side of the firewall. There's another wall of fire.
Oh, okay. That's why I can't see it. I gotcha. And so then that's what's over here too.
Yes.
Gotcha.
There it
Okay.
is.
So then, no, it makes sense now. I thought maybe I was at a range or something.
The tokens aren't long enough to like fit through.
That popped it through.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm
Sorry
just
about
gonna
that.
step there out of sight so I don't get blasted again right away.
Okay. And I will say, Asurans, unlike we humans, have perfected the ability to have progress bars that actually tell you how much time is left. So it'll take about 10 minutes for this to happen.
Okay.
That brings it to Galatar.
Truly the most unrealistic thing in this campaign. I know those two are there. Did I see 5, 10?
In this section, as you're kind of moving around, you see that basically these steel squares, these cubes, each of them has a doorway facing a different direction. And as you kind of move in further, there are a couple other people. It looks like they are occupied.
Okay. Only 10 minutes. That's only going to give us a minute. I'll just start dealing with them. Which one of these sons of guns counterspelled me for good? This one? This one?
He's the one who counterspelled your counterspell, yeah.
The pettiness of the counterspell is real. It's 5, 10, 15. And this time I can take out my blade. But as I pass Kitri, I think it's probably the other way, but I don't know how long the data acquisition is going to take, so might just have to deal with these people. And then I'm gonna attack this guy, though he's now disappeared. I think I can hit him though from here, can I?
Oh, he's just
yeah, because he's tiny, I think, in the walls. Yeah. Okay, so I'll swing at him for once. Ooh, this is now a +3 blade. That's fun. All right, that is a 24 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that is 4 + 6, 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, you just skewer him. You stab him through, and he just looks at you like.
And then for the
Slides down to
second
the
one,
ground.
oh, is he already dead?
Yeah.
Oh God, I feel terrible. Oh well, these are bad people.
He's not got like any armor on or anything like that.
Literally just
like,
cold-blooded was like, you gotta fucking counterspell me, die.
So 20, 25. I know the openings here. Can I reach him from here?
yeah,
like,
you're
is it
technically
considered diagonal?
adjacent. Yeah, he's got
Okay.
a bit of cover, but yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and attack him too. This time I'll light it up with a little green flame blade. And also gonna try and go right through his torso. That is 9 + 11, 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. I don't guess I need to roll all the damage, but it's 7 points of fire damage and 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, this time you bring it slashing down with an arc of green flame, and you just hear them scream, "Gah! I'm too brilliant to die!" And they die.
And they die.
I'm having terrible flashbacks to that a certain shop.
At that point, you all hear sort of like sporadic shouts of just like, "Ah, Buka's here! We're all gonna die! Ah, they hit Maka! Run!" And it's just like a general hubbub.
Yeah, I'll just, if it's okay, I know I already talked to Hidri, so I don't know if I can shout anything else this turn.
Probably not. Yeah, you've already spoken once.
That's fine. I'm gonna move. I have 5 feet of movement left without blade swing active, so I'm gonna go here. That way they can't get by me.
All right. So on their turn, Kitri, Galtar, you start hearing the stampeding of tiny Asuran feet as from all of these little steel cubicles, Asuran researchers just start swarming out. Let's see, 5. 5, 10. Okay. So 7, 10, 15. All right. One of them does get within 5 feet of you, Galatar, as he starts to run to the west.
Yeah, we'll absolutely take a swing at him while I'm invisible. That's a nat 20, but he's gonna die anyway, so I won't even bother
Absolutely,
to.
yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, so you start hearing all of these people run, and there's 2 of them kind of come around the corner together. One of them steps in front and grabs the edge of a cubicle and starts to run in an abject terror. Your blade comes down and just drops him, and the one behind him stops. And just turns around and runs the other way. You all of a sudden, behind you to the east, a door opens, and little Asuras in red coveralls with billowing white shirts and red gloves and like little goggles on their heads just start pouring out, screaming, they're gonna kill us all! And start running towards the exit.
Do
When
any of
you're
them get
saying
close
the
enough I
exit-
can attack?
The exit that you came through, like the end of that first long hallway where you guys first entered the facility, there were 3 big doors on that end of the hall that are the
Okay.
exterior doors that could take you outside the facility.
Oh.
But Kala, like to your right, it is a hidden, concealed door that starts to like the wall shifts sideways as they are using a concealed exit from this cubicle room. The guards, seeing them flee, the first one you attacked is going to try to get on the other side of this statue, and he is just going to start shouting to them like, "Go on, we'll cover you! Head for the exits!" And he's going to try to hit you with his blaster. 24 will hit for 24 fire damage. Is that supposed to be? Yeah.
I'll do uncanny dodge again.
Okay. The other guy is going to back up a bit. 5, 10. Gonna get a little more distance between you, and he is also going to try to shoot at you. 10 to hit. So you get hit, and you kind of like take cover behind that pedestal real quick, and as he tries to hit you, you kind of dodge out of his way, and it just zips past you. The guy who Birdie knocked prone is going to get up. And seeing everyone gone, he is going to...
Can he not see Brina and myself?
Well, seeing them gone from his immediate vicinity. Like,
Gotcha.
you are no longer standing adjacent to him.
Yeah.
He will... 5... I think he only has 10 feet of movement, so...
Get his ass, Brina. Get his ass, Brina.
Yeah, actually, he'll just stay where he is. He'll kind of like back himself up against this wall here. God, come on. There he goes. And he will try to shoot at Brina.
All right.
The natural 1. He's just too shook. He gets up and he's like staggering, hits the wall, and he tries to bring that rifle up, and he just can't manage to aim it straight. It kind of pulls to the side. You see he's breathing very ragged. He's in pretty bad shape. That'll bring it to the sentry golems, who will make their way a little closer. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So only the one can really see you at the moment. Well, I guess they've got tons of room. So the first one's going to get a little closer, and he is going to attempt to throw down a hail of laser fire. I need
That's
Rena and Birdie to make dexterity saving throws, please.
What?
disco tech
Yeah.
ability.
Go, boys.
This is an effect I can see, so I've got
Yes, it is.
Dex. Oh, shorty!
Alright. So
No.
Birdie, you take 5 radiant damage. Brina, you take the full brunt, but you're raging, so it is reduced to 5 radiant damage.
Ow.
The second guy, they've got a shitload of movement, so he's gonna 5, 10, 15,
Oh,
I'm really
fucking
glad they didn't see me.
sorry.
20.
Oh no!
Brina, you would get an attack of opportunity as he passes by.
Yeah, let's party.
29 will hit them. So are you using your sentinel ability?
Yes.
Okay, so he is stopped there
Walk right there.
for
Hold, sir.
What is it? Actually, no, I'll let him pass. I'm
Don't let him pass.
kidding, I won't let him pass.
Rena's like,
Alright.
he's sit his ass down, Rena. I don't want 2 of them on both sides of us. Goddamn.
I was hoping you'd fucking pitch it. Charmed them.
What is there to charm?
So you're not stopping him?
No, I'm stopping him.
Okay. Alrighty, Roo. That will bring it back to the top of the round. Bring it-
Alrighty, this should go well. I'm gonna try. Oh, you know how it is. I'm gonna try and hit this big scary man, this scary robot man, and I'm gonna reckless attack.
Oh,
Critical hit.
40. She. Okay.
that was a little bit more than before.
60 points of damage this time. Damn.
Shit, son. High level barbarians are.
You're something else. Wow.
So
Yeah.
that is, hang on a minute. So
Sorry.
There is some fire damage mixed in there.
Yeah.
Like 20 points of fire damage, I think.
Yeah. You are correct.
So you watch as your sword cleaves, it passes through this energy shield, and it hits the structure of it, and you can feel the resistance of this structure. Their adamantine frame nullifies that critical hit, but you do manage to hit it, and it is pretty rough. Like your sword hits it, and like parts like chunk off and start rolling across the floor. It is looking pretty rough.
Okay.
A 17 will not hit.
I figured. Well, all right. All right, Barty. Take it away, babe.
All
Goes
right.
up and Keytree's on deck.
Okay, I'm going to pass through Brina's space, kind of hugging along the wall here. And then if I can pull out my my flamethrower, and I'm going to expend some charges here. Let's see.
The new upgraded flamethrower.
Yeah, boy. Let's do 3. Let's do 3 charges. I'm gonna use 3 charges on this thing, and so it should hit both of the robots. But I need them both to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay.
DC 15.
And this, I don't think you're actually casting a spell. It's mimicking the effect of it.
Yeah, it's
Not
a
concentrating on
yeah, it's like this elemental secretes a flame like tar substance, so it's straight up just shooting fiery.
Okay.
Poo.
That would be the thing that gets around their defense.
Aha!
Dexterity.
Yep, son.
First guy fails.
Ooh.
Both, like an 8 and a 4.
Okay, so
They are covered in this sticky tar substance as it
yeah.
physically passes through the barrier. coating them and then bursting into flames as it contacts the air. So at the start of their turns?
Yes, it's going to take 64 damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to. So both of these are on fire. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2. Let's see. That was 10 feet of movement. I'm gonna do catty corner here. 10 feet. 15. And I'm gonna risk the attack of opportunity to run away. 15.
It does not have, as you're looking at it, kind of eyeballing it, watching for the strike, it doesn't have any melee appendages, so it can't really take one.
I think I can get right there.
Okay.
And that is my thing. They're both on fire. Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Good.
Keytree and Kala's on deck.
Okay. So all of the Asura are like running out of the room where I'm at, correct?
Correct.
My
You
hard
see them like
time.
running away to the west.
Okay. Well,
Those
I'm
that
gonna
aren't cut down.
jump up here. Oh, hi there. Do I see like a doorway they're trying to get out? Like, are they going out this way? Like, if I click right there, is that the door?
That is a space between these
Cubicles?
cubicles, and they seem to be heading through that, yes, to the west. that direction.
Okay. Well then. And none of those guys are guards, they're just all workers, right? Or is the guy in the back?
None of them are wearing armor.
Okay. Let's see. I guess like we said they were like if they go out in the jungle, they're gonna get accosted by those other guys. So I think I'm going to I actually did want to go further up. So I'm going to take 10 more feet of movement, and because I can't get into that guy's space, I will, with my shillelagh electro staff, take a crack at this guy in front of me. So that means it's going to be, this is to hit a 6. Or 16 rather.
Yeah, 16 will hit.
Okay. And for the damage, so for the electro stuff, it's just a D8, but shillelagh does a D8 anyways. So I just roll with shillelagh damage.
Yes, but the electro staff deals an extra D8 lightning damage, I think. Does it not?
Additionally, you can make a bonus action to cause crackling arcs of electricity to envelop ends. While the staff is active, the staff deals an extra 1d8 lightning damage to any of its target it hits.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Buttercup. You have to activate it, and then when you do that, it'll deal an extra D8 lightning.
Can I have retcon and have activated that before I whacked this guy? I don't know if that even hits. Yeah.
Yeah. As a bonus action to turn that on this turn.
And then give him the extra hits. 1d. Yeah.
All right, so 6 bludgeoning damage, and go ahead and roll a d8 for 7 damage.
Okay. Yep. Bringing out the big guns.
Yeah, so this guy's like running towards you. You can see it's a little Asuran male with like these big glass lenses covering his eyes, a little mop of white hair, and he's just sort of like running with his hands in the air, screaming, his little sharp teeth exposed, and you activate your staff and then bring it cracking down onto him, and it hits him. You see him like knock into one of the sides of the cubicle, and let's see. He just shouts out, "Ah, no!" and then tries to keep going on his turn, but he is looking really rough.
Okay. Yeah.
The ones behind him see that and kind of panic and start turning to go back the other way.
Okay. Mary's trying to think of some, witty retort or something to say to them, but I can't. So she's just gonna stand there, and that's her turn.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I love it. I love it. Kala and Alexa's on deck.
Do we know if these guys can teleport out using this thing? Or do they have to run out into the jungle? Did Quippa say? Was that
Quippa told you that when you guys came through, that gate would be deactivated until a manager's glyph key reactivates it.
That's true, because we were unauthorized
okay?
organisms.
So I don't have to kill these. Okay. So
These
that
are
is
very.
just what I was gonna do. I will just shoot this guy then.
These aren't
Okay.
bad people by nature. Or by,
They are horrible people. They
well,
They're like
turn people into dragon minions on purpose.
yeah, it's like big eugenics energy. Call
They
it.
some of them
experimented
might just
on
be the
Sylvari.
accountants.
They experimented on Sylvari, and they're all still calling us
doesn't- I mean, you're
Fukas.
still evil.
28 hits.
28,
Evil accounting.
37.
I mean, if you're the Nazis
he's dead.
accountants, are you still
You're
bad?
still evil, yes.
Isn't that the age-old question?
That's
Is
the end of my turn.
Nuremberg trials, after all.
Yeah, he's like beckoning these people to get behind him, and he's trying desperately with his one good arm to aim. As he's staring down the sights at you, your arrow just comes right back through the sight and like right through his glass visor and drops him.
I love the idea of Call being like, no, sorry.
Well, one's immediate threat and one's not.
It's like, what?
That brings it to Alexa, and Galatar's on deck.
All right, having spent a few seconds now in here with my amazing see everywhere ability and 21 passive perception and seeing invisibility, is there anything like creepy going on in here? Or is it just a normal room?
In this room, no, it seems fine.
Good deal, good deal. Just want to make sure nothing else happening in here. I will step out and freeze the browser. That's why it froze. Hi, gentleman. That's the guy who shot me, right?
Yes.
Right, well, fuck that guy. I will throw a ray of frost at him. Oh, only 13.
A 13 does not hit.
Yeah. That probably wasn't a smart idea. I will then keep going across and kind of like zigzag my way around and try and hide amongst the pillars.
Okay. That brings it to Galatar.
Okay. I'm gonna move 5. Oh, oops. Oh, there's so many people there. Oh well. Is it just like 5 feet of movement to move to this diagonal space beside Keytree from where I am? Or is going diagonal around pillars more than 5 feet of movement?
Because of the pillar and her positioning, it would be difficult terrain.
Okay, so 5. Okay, so it'd be 20 to get to here. Cool.
Oh yeah. Well, no. So you can't end in that spot because that guy's standing there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even see the guy standing there because I'd been okay. So there is where I want to be. Yeah. So I'm my first attack. I'm gonna take my blade.
You couldn't necessarily.
Oh, I
hit
can't
him
move through his
right, 'cause
space
he's
either.
there. Yeah.
But I can hit him from diagonally here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd have some cover because of Keytree and the cube, but
Oh, that's fine. I forgot I had advantage because of being invisible. So, I will try and light up a little green flame blade to target that guy, and then the guy in the square immediately behind him to have the flame kind of leap over.
okay.
So I'll swing at that first guy, and that is a nat 20. Well, that does a lot.
Yep, that'll hit.
I assume these guys still die very easily.
The first one does go down.
Okay, I was gonna say I can roll all the dice, but if I don't need to. And then the second one will take 2d8 plus 5, so that's 4. 5, 9 plus 5 is 14, and then double the dice would be 16, so 31 points of fire damage.
Well, no, the dice don't double for a crit on the second person.
Oh, okay, just on the first school, because I was confused because it's the same cantrip, so it's all the same dice rolls.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how you do critting on a cantrip.
I'd say for the one you targeted.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
Uh,
So 15 points of fire damage.
Yeah, and as they turn to flee in the opposite direction, the flame leaps to them, and you just watch them be engulfed as they fall down and smoke for a little while. There is a female sort of behind that one who is now just like crying and is like turning and trying to claw her way out to the west.
And then did you say there's a pyramid that was floating over here near like where the Starry Expanse with the windows is?
The so the entire eastern wall,
Oh, okay.
above the height of about 6 or 8 feet, above that for a 10-foot high panorama of the whole eastern wall is these windows. And outside those windows, it's like you're looking into like a really beautiful National Geographic shot of like a nebula.
Mhm.
Just infinite starry void, and kind of suspended out there in the nothingness is this
Oh,
slowly
is the thing.
rotating tetrahedron. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So then I'll use 5, 10 movement to get up onto this guy's body and block her off. And that will be all I will do with my turn.
I will ask, does Galatar see that and recognize it as familiar with my spellcasting focus, which is a 4-sided black pyramid?
No, because this is 3-sided.
Okay. And if it was any sort of resemblance.
But I thought it was a 4-sided thing. It was just only had 3.
Well, technically it is a 4-sided solid object, but it's flat bottom with 3 vertical sides.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, mine would
Like
be
a-
a
but
5-sided.
yours is
if you know
5.
what I mean.
Okay.
If you want to get
That's
that
what-
way.
I was just confused. Okay, cool. Makes sense.
4
But does it ring-
faces.
It doesn't ring any bells at all based on any of the arcane things I've studied, does it?
No,
Okay, cool.
it's not the Eye of Janthier.
Okay, well then I will just actually. No, I'll let him live. I'm not trying to murder all these people, just the ones that are in the way. Okay, I'm done.
So on their turn, the analysts who are fleeing continue to do so. 20, 25. Guys, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You watch as they kind of continuously stampede to the west. Kala, you just see these guys running out, clinging to the wall, like ducking and covering and cowering as they pass you.
The big scary cat.
The armored guard, Kala, that is out there in the hall with you, kind of backs up a little towards the teleportation circle, getting close to the fleeing analysts, and is like, this way! Where's Blap? Come on, where's Blap? And a couple of them just kind of shout out to him like, I don't know! He's probably dead, run! It's just a scene of panic and abject terror. But he is going to attempt to shoot at you. You have a little cover from that statue.
Are we the bad guys?
I mean, they're the
No.
Nazis, so
No, we're not the bad guys.
There's
your
something about the
AC, Colin?
sovereignty.
With the extra cover, that does not hit. So you're like peeking out to keep an eye on him, and as he flashes a shot towards you with his blaster, you kind of duck behind, and this bolt of flame crashes into the statue. You watch as like part of Kudu's form sort of like flakes off and crumples to the ground. It's like a little bit of bronze dust everywhere.
A little bit of
That does not
foreshadowing.
hit. The other guy's dead. So this guy The one that Birdie knocked out, he is going to stand up and assess the situation and decide that discretion is the better part of valor. So he is going to, let's see, 5, and then he will dash 5, 10. He sees you, Kala, as he is trying to flee. He sees you kind of pinned down, and everybody fleeing. And you can see he starts doing some arithmetic in his head, and he continues on into the next hallway. Yeah, panics briefly and then continues to run. Brings it to the sentries. So the one.
At the start of their turn, they all take fire damage.
Did you roll that? 5d6? 4d6.
Should be 60.
I'll say I thought it was 6 because you have cast.
64. I got it back.
Yeah. 64. Okay. I'm figuring out this rolling interval. 64. 14 fire damage is what I'll take.
Okay. Yeah, so like you can see Brina, this mechanical construct in front of you is now just coated with this tar that is burning and sizzling, and you're watching as this adamantine frame that it has is just starting to sizzle and drip onto the floor, and it's just melting away before your eyes. It is going to try to hit you, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So that would be 5 radiant damage reduced to 2. Let's see. The other one, I think. I guess it will just kind of move itself into a slightly better position, and it will also try to shoot you. So if you would make another dexterity saving throw, please.
Don't worry, when my turn comes around, I'll use my area of effect.
Alright, so this would be 10 radiant reduced to 5 because you're raging. And that brings it back to you, Brina, at the top of the round.
Okay, I will say that, oh wait, there are dex saves, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I know, which is hitting them really good. Yeah, cool, groovy. I'm just gonna do that. And reckless attack.
That hits.
Cool.
Yeah. So you bring it down this time and you catch it and you feel it almost slice through like butter where this thing is kind of melting away anyway. And you knock it to the floor, the shield dissipates and it is out of the count.
Groovy. She's gonna take a step forward over his stinky, scary robot body. Swing her cool ass sword and try and come down on this next guy. Which will be
12 does not hit. No.
weird. No, that doesn't work.
Double ones.
Yeah, woof. Perfectly balanced is everything. Yeah, all right, cool. That's my turn.
It just sort of turns to the side and you catch that adamantine frame and blade slides off.
He's still on fire though, yeah?
He is still on fire. He has no appendages with which to scrape that off.
I love that song.
That brings it to Bertie. And now, Bertie, you're in this room as well. You can see, like, directly in front of you is like a little couch. Off to the left, there's like a low table with what looks like a variety of fruits and
Like a little chase lounge.
like breads, and tucked in the corner there is like a little water cooler.
Okay.
And yeah, all across that eastern wall beside you, for the length of the room, above the height of the cubicles, is this long window, occasionally separated by bits of concrete or stone, beyond which you see this infinite starry expanse and this pyramid sort of rotating slowly out in the midst of it all.
So there's nobody that I can see in this room currently.
Correct.
Okay.
I would say you can see Kitri and Galatar up that second hall.
Okay. I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'll try and take a shot with my Inquest Persuader at this guy. The sentry.
Okay.
Yee.
15 does not hit.
Yeah. And then I will take a step back here and you got him, Brainiac.
All right.
Yeah, I
That
think
brings it to Kitri, and Kala's on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna take 5 feet forward.
it was like Brian or Ryan. Can I also take my bonus action to pump 2 more rounds into that Persuader? I think that was the second one. Yeah.
Sure. All right, so Kitri, you're trying to squeeze through Galatar's space.
Oh, I didn't even see him standing there.
Sorry, there was a dead body. I moved it.
Okay, so that would be 5, 10, 15 feet of my movement.
Yep.
Um,
And you can now see there's this open door over here. It looks like a section of the wall has kind of been slid into itself, revealing the entry hall from which you came.
okay, I'm gonna head
You
in.
just see people fleeing in the opposite direction.
Can I head in that direction? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can get all the way, I think, to here.
I'd say I'll let you go diagonal one. You can get here if you want.
Oh, okay. And all of those people are just running out.
Yeah, they're turned away from you. Their coattails kind of flying behind them, grabbing onto the wall, and yeah, there's one guard kind of standing by the teleporter to the north.
I'll turn to Kala. Are we worried about these guys?
I don't think so.
Okay. And
I can kill him if you want.
Great targets to rack up
I'm
your
not gonna
score.
stop you.
Kitri is going to, I guess it's as far as I can get. I can't reach you. Oh. But I can cast. I'm gonna cast where'd it go? Healing Word at 2nd level with on Kala.
Okay.
Because I can see she's a little beat up. Oh, come on.
8 points of healing.
That felt silly. I like how I heal people that I still complain about how much I help.
That's how you're feeling. Being
And then I'm just going to. I already have Shillelagh. I'm gonna hit people. Bonus action. I will go ahead and use 2 of my Balm of the Summer Quartz. Again on Kala this time.
Your bonus action was Healing Word.
Oh, Healing Word is
good
a
point.
bonus action?
It is.
Oh, it is. Does that mean I can use? Oh no, I can't use this. So I still have an action. Hold up, you
Cast a
guys.
cantrip, you can make an attack.
Um,
Dodge.
There's like a little purple bit on the end of my health bar that I can't seem to get rid of. I don't know what that is.
oh, I see.
It says 9 temporary hit points.
I do not
Huh.
have temp.
It was
I think
probably
it-
left over from something else.
Mine's
My
kind of out of
inventory
whack
character.
when we had our temp pip or our
Mm.
max change from Heroes
Okay,
Feast too.
that's
But
probably what it is. I had to re-import your characters. Yeah, it's 9 temporary hit points from
Okay.
that, I guess.
oh
No,
yeah, you
that
might
is.
have.
It's the change to the max is what that is.
That might have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's. And I can only see Kala right now. And I can see this gentleman down
Yeah, so you can see
here.
there's a guard fleeing life into that hallway.
I'm gonna go ahead and because that wasn't concentration, so I'm not concentrating on anything. Cool. I'm gonna cast create bonfire right on this man.
Okay.
We're just gonna put fire on him. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. What's your save DC?
18.
He rolled a 16.
Okay, so he takes 3d8 fire damage. Come on, why am I rolling ones today?
All good. All stacks up in the end.
So he gets 8 points of fire damage.
All right.
And that now will be my turn.
Okay. That brings it to Kala. And Alexa's on deck.
This statue is just like a little bigger than life size for Najura.
The statue itself is actually like slightly larger, but the pedestal is also about 3 feet high. So it's, all told, it's between 5'5", 6 feet high.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up and put my elbows like on top of the statue to steady my aim and shoot
Okay.
the guy in front of me.
Hell yeah. There it is.
Yeah, 27 will hit.
36.
Absolutely. Big, heavy hit. Again, you managed to find that chink in this strange, intricately plated armor. You watch as the arrow like sinks into this sort of glowing disc in the front of the chest and cracks it. And there's a spark of electricity, and you see him like catch his breath and stop, and he's gasping. He's pretty hurt.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, it's up to Alexa, and Galatar's on deck.
I kind of expected something to come after me, so nothing did. 5. Hey. Oh man, and I can see that shield, and I can make inferences about magical defenses. Yeah, I'm really not gonna do much. No, I'm not. Or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna get right up next to it. Let's fucking do this. And I will pull out my glow blade and attempt to stab it
Okay,
with Brina.
that'll hit.
2 piercing damage.
Fuck
Very
yeah.
nice.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
you do manage to slide that blade through the shield and just tweak it in one of its joints on its legs. You can see it kind of like shift a little bit as it's trying to adjust for the blow.
Yeah, fuck it, we going deep. Yeah, that was my turn.
Did
That
that
brings-
add your dexterity modifier?
I guess
dagger?
it didn't.
It did not.
I don't
Yeah,
have one.
just-
No, that's right. It is 0.
Oh, your text is just there.
Yeah.
So it did add it. Okay.
Yes. I was thinking I did have 1, but no, it is 0. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna leapfrog Keytree and try and make my way over to because this is where the 2 guards were when we first came in.
Yes.
I like the control station. Okay, I'm gonna try to start making my way there to turn off the alarm. And along the way, seeing this guy down here, I will hold out my hand and throw a little spectral dagger at him and cast Mind Sliver. So he needs to make a DC 18 intelligence saving throw, or take 3d6 psychic damage.
He rolls a 20.
Oh, nothing happens. Okay, and that is all for my turn.
Okay. All right, so on their turns, gonna go. Yep. It's really nice when they're all in a line together, because then I can just move them in a line and I know where they go. Galatar, the last Asura, as they are fleeing, is going to flee out of both you and Keytree's range, if either of you would like to make a melee attack.
Yeah, am I allowed to can I ask a question as it runs and see, like, based on its reaction, whether or not I want to make a melee attack?
You can certainly try.
Does only one of us get to hit him?
No, you can both make an attack if you so wish.
I mean, if Galatar's taking a second to judge, I'm just gonna thwack this guy.
Oh, I was just gonna ask him what they're working on, but yeah, roll your attacks if you kill him first.
Yeah, they're fleeing in terror and screaming, so it's unlikely you're going to get a response.
Fine.
So this would be with the electro staff that is still on. Ooh,
Avenue.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that'll
definitely
hit.
don't need to swing at him. You're gonna kill him.
all right.
Yeah.
Does that do it, or do I need to roll the electro staff?
Nope. 13 is good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, bring that sizzling end of the staff cracking into their back. You watch as they kind of like arc up and start shaking like they've been tased. They fall forward, just collapse in a heap on the floor. And the guard there now, it's just like shepherding people out, like go, 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 get out! No! As this last one falls. He's gonna
Maybe a
run
little
down
bit
here.
bad guy.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Is it me? Am I the
He's gonna get
drama?
down here. And you watch as he sort of, as he's running, he lowers the weapon to the ground and he starts fiddling with a dial. And Kala, you, with your proximity, well, you and Galatar, I would say, on either side of that statue, you can just make out along the rail of this, or the barrel of this heavy rifle, a series of little crystals that light up, and a slight tone. And he lays down on one knee, steadies himself, and there's just this cacophonous blast as a column of fire 5 feet wide emanates out from him, crashes through. The statue is just disintegrated. And Galatar and Kitri, I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
Party, that's your line.
Stealing your move, man.
That is a 13.
Okay.
But I am gonna use, since I haven't used my reaction yet, to absorb elements.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, so Kitri, you take 9 radiant damage. And Galatar, I don't think you can absorb radiant damage.
Oh, because it's radiant, not fire with their thing, isn't it? Yeah, I can't absorb
Well,
radiant.
with this particular attack,
I was thinking it was going to be like fire, but yeah, I can't absorb radiant.
you take 19 radiant damage.
Oof.
Oh, I had to roll concentration on the fire.
Oh, I guess I can roll concentration.
Well, it stays.
It's a 20.
Yep, you guys are good. You watch now, like Kala, you can see as he lowers this rifle, he quickly spins that dial backwards, and the end of the barrel is just smoking, kind of glowing with the heat of that. Let's see, the other guy is gonna turn around, hearing that explosion. He's gonna leap back into this area, and seeing the carnage, he just shouts out. Let's see, what is this? Oh, Coob! The director will kill you for that! Still, probably a good idea. He charges his own rifle. Kala and Galatar, I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws. Yeah. Kala, you take 5 radiant damage.
He stepped out for a second.
I have evasion.
Yeah. So you hear him say this, and you have just enough time to turn and see what's going to happen. And you are able to weave out of the way as he lays down this column of radiant energy as they overcharge their rifles. We will move on and we'll circle back to that. Brings us to the sentry.
I will say they take the start of their turn
6d4.
15 fire damage.
Alright. this guy, like as it's trying to like turn, some of the gears that manipulate its waist and shoulder joints are starting to catch and stutter as parts of its frame are just liquefying onto the floor. Brina and Bertie, I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
That's a 20 on my dex save, by the way.
I'm like around the
5
corner.
radiant damage.
5 radiant? Okay.
He is moving
20.
side to side in a barrage of laser fire, which I have. I keep forgetting I have a thing.
That's very good.
9 and 26. So, and you're still raging, so either way is 6 radiant damage for the two of you.
Yeah, boy. It's starting to hurt.
And yes, Bertie, are you concentrating?
Nope.
That's my bad. That's probably something else. All right. Yeah, and that is its turn, which brings us to the top of the round with Brina.
Hey, oh, you know the drill, baby. I'm a simple woman with simple needs. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, reckless attack.
25 will hit.
It's 24, 10 slashing, 11 fire.
That'll do it.
Wait, as in he died. Oh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, that last hit, the shield melts away, crackles under the strength of your blow, crushes him down to the ground, and he is gone.
Oh, okay. Well, false alarm on that second attack. Brina just kind of lowers her sword and says, what now?
All right.
Good question. I don't know.
Did we win?
I think so.
I think we won.
Brings it to
Mission
Bertie's
accomplished,
turn.
guys.
High five, Bertie.
Keetri's on deck.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'm gonna hit myself with the little first level cure wounds there. For 8 healing. Love this.
King.
Yeah, and then I'll take a peek outside here. See Alexa. Alexa, is there anyone over there? Are we done? Do I hear any like sounds of combat still anywhere?
Yeah, you can hear a couple of blasts that just occurred last round from the entryway.
Okay.
9.5 minutes.
Bertie comes over here by Alexa, and he goes, "Brina, Alexa and I are going to defend the data center. Why don't you head up there and see if they need help with fighting?"
Okay. Do they have like Minesweeper on? Never mind. Just I'll make my way there.
Myself.
Keitri, Kala's on deck.
Okay. Because I still have my staff up with the shillelagh, and the fire's still going, but I'm gonna stop concentrating on the bonfire, and I'm gonna 5, 10. Heck, I'll do 15 feet of movement, and I'm gonna take a whack at this man with my staff.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 14.
14 does not hit. The staff connects and just kind of rebounds off of his armor.
Okay. Well, while I do that, I will which one of you? Gee, you guys are pretty even. All right, I'm gonna cast on Kala this time because I can have a bonus action. Now she will get 2 of my Balm of the Summit Quartz, and she
Okay.
gets 2 temporary hit points. And you get, what is that?
6 hit points.
All right, and then you get 1 more. Oh, another 6. Hey.
Nice.
All right. And that's gonna be my turn, I think.
Okay. Kala and Alexa's on deck.
Bonus action, take aim, and I'm gonna shoot the new guy.
Okay. You dodge out of the way of his overcharged shot, drop to one knee, take your aim. Yeah, critical hit. Okay. He had 9 hit points left.
Wow.
78.
Wow.
Jesus.
Jesus age, dude.
Your arrow this time like hits this guy square in the chest, and you watch as the armor just like almost explodes from the inside out. It just curls outward like a tin can as he is hurled backwards against the wall and drops without a sound. That brings it to Alexa.
I will do 5, 10, 15 through Brina, and then try to make my way up onto the dais and find out a way to turn off this alarm. I know it didn't come from here, but I don't know that.
Yeah, and so as you use your action to kind of look at these controls and flip through a couple of the readouts, you do find the controls that disable this floor's alarm. I would say make an investigation check.
Okay.
20.
20.
Okay. So quickly enough, having seen similar things in Ratasum before, you find the off button for the siren, but you can tell from the readout that the facility as a whole is at alert level 1. So even though you've sounded the all clear, that information will be processed in other areas, but the general alert level is level 1.
Alright, that'll end my turn.
Okay. That brings it to Galatar.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking towards this guy. Okay. And then I'm gonna take one swing at this guy to try and just take off his head with my green flame blade. That's another nat 20. That's 3 nat 20s. So that'd be D4. But then this does on the fire damage from the cantrip, since he's the main target,
Because
that
he's the
does double.
target. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So that is going to be only a 1, a 6, and a 1. So that's 7 points of piercing damage before the crit, and 7 points of fire damage, and then 16 points of fire damage for the crit, and another 8 points of piercing damage. So I think
That'll
that's
do it.
yeah.
You
Total.
stick him, and he falls down dead.
And then I've got 20 feet of movement left. I'll go ahead and start making my way down here.
As he
Make our way.
collapses, the siren goes off, and you find yourself in like an eerie stillness now.
Yeah, and have I heard any more commotion down this way, or has there been any more loud noise like down towards the south?
Not that you've heard.
Okay. Well, if I haven't heard anything down there, I'm actually going to assume they've got it okay. 10, 15, 20. I'm going to start making my way back towards the area with the weird prism thing.
Okay. Yeah, this guy is dead. Yeah, the other guys are dead too. So, with that, we are out of initiative. This eerie stillness kind of settles over the area. There is one exterior door that is just kind of left swinging open as these other sort of retreat into the wilderness.
Can I walk over and just pull the door shut?
Yeah, I'll just click it shut. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'd like to come into this room and to take a look at like what's on these people's workbenches.
Yeah, I'll follow Birdie since he's walking in there.
And if there's anything that looks like particularly shiny or lethal, like
Where's that fucking cube?
potions or anything, I'll
Or pyramid?
Yeah. So as you guys enter, you see these tall windows on the right hand wall, the long side wall, from about 6 feet up to 10 feet higher. These massive windows that stretch all the way down. And there's just this beautiful, like, multicolored deep space, seemingly infinite area outside of it, and there's just hanging suspended in nothingness, what looks like a dark gray black three-sided pyramid. And, like, as you take a moment to kind of look at it, there is some sort of light source, and as it turns, like, some sides are a little bit easier to see than others that are sort of kept in shadow, and you can see the exterior is just covered with glyphs and sigils and runes and different arcane markings. You can kind of see a little glint of metal, like, inlaid, which has been pretty typical so far from what you've seen of Azoran architecture. And yeah, Birdie, as you kind of paw around some of the cubes, and Galatar as well, I assume you're looking at the cubes.
I was wanted to just like look at their research notes and stuff to just see if I could learn more about what they were studying, period.
Yeah, both of you make investigation checks.
18 here.
23.
Birdie, as you kind of go around, you see, like, each of these is basically a very small 5-foot diameter cubicle. It's a very small private workspace with an open door, a single chair, and a bank of instruments and two little rectangular panes of crystalline glass where luminous sort of readouts of information are displayed. And it looks like most of these are a lot of raw numbers. There's like some columns are sort of constantly moving, almost like a stock ticker, with different figures and symbols. Birdie, you find in a handful of them, you see kind of sitting off to one side of this shelf of instrumentation are like little propped up etchings or like cameos, like carved likenesses, and it looks like 2 or 3 Asura gathered together, arms around one another. It looks like maybe family photos. There are a couple of like 2 of them have little stone vases with little bits of flour just kind of hanging out. They don't particularly look healthy. Like, they've probably been inside for quite some time. They're not particularly well cared for. Several of them have, just sitting off to one side on a sort of ceramic coaster, little drinking mugs of wood or metal.
These are like cubicles.
Yes, they are actual cubicles.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little labyrinth of
Yeah.
steel-edged cubes. And Galatar, as you're sort of looking around at the different readouts, trying to make sense of them, you gather that these folks are analysts. They are looking at raw numbers and readings from a variety of experiments. You're not quite sure what the goal of the experiments are, but you can see that what these people are doing in their sort of workflows is taking that raw data and parsing it into charts and graphs and things that'll make it easier to interpret. They're sort of making it more digestible.
Okay.
A couple of the consoles you see like have notes about upcoming meetings to explain the results and little proposals, like maybe next time you can try upping the percentage of kraukatoric radiation, or maybe next time a little bit more cold radiation to offset the readings that you've been getting when you use the Primordius minions. And that was one particular project, but there are schematics on some of these for golems, other like mechanical parts that you're not quite sure what they are. You find one that is apparently just sort of like, it's not even really interpretation. Someone has just been reading through these raw, constantly scrolling data feeds and collecting the information and segmenting it into timestamps. So like today from 8 to 9 in the morning, the readings looked like this, and they've got a little chart. From 9 to 10, it looked like this, and it seems to be readings coming from the Arcanic reactor. So their job seems to just be making sense of the data coming out of the reactor.
So I can guess then that the pyramid is the Arcanic reactor. Would I be able to kind of infer that? Okay. Is there anything that points to the pyramid or makes like any sort of titles about any of their meetings or research or notes or anything that would indicate a name or anything for that object?
So to find something like that would require a bit of time, a bit of digging. If you really wanted to take a minute to look at all these different cubes and search for that, if you're willing to spend the time, you don't need to roll for it. It just takes time.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, we got what, like 9-ish minutes, I figured when I walked into the room. So I'll just use whatever I can get in that 9 minutes if it's.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Well-
at the end of that point.
Oh, and any schematics that I find, I'll just grab to pass to Alexa later.
I mean, let's
Like
be real
Golem
here, at some
schematics.
point in the middle of this,
Yeah. In the middle of it, what?
I'm gonna have to cast Detect Magic and see if I can flare up.
We'll get to that in just a second. So at the end of this, I will say that the schematics and stuff aren't on paper; they are on the
Oh, okay.
consoles. So
Never
it's, like
mind.
it's part of the data. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could point them out to her. She could. I would say, Alexa, as you are shown these, you would realize that they are Golem schematics or schematics for like wiring and some of the pathways that energy is routed through this facility. As you look around with
hopeful for
Detect
blowing it up.
Magic, nothing in this room has an aura of magic except the windows. Yeah, they have a very powerful.
I will attempt to Mage Hand through the window.
It runs up against it and cannot pass.
Can I determine, does this look like some kind of illusion?
Make an
Being
investigation check.
a proficient illusioner? 6. Strong 6, though.
Strong.
I mean, it really looks like you're looking out into almost another dimension. It's
Yeah.
kind of creepy.
Weird.
The dead guys in the hallway, are their guns part of their suit or are they separate?
So you spend some time looking at those armaments, and you gather that they are constructed as part of the suit, or at least
Okay.
the guardsmen in like the Iron Man suits. The weapons are separate, but they are connected with like piping and hosing to like a small backpack that kind of sits at the small of the back. It's only about maybe a foot wide and maybe 6 inches high, but they connect to it, and it's all used as like one unit.
Okay, and what is this table here?
Yeah, it's got like grapes, bananas, oranges, and like what look like granola bars. It's a little snack table.
Terrible. See, pure evil.
Brina's picking what she's for.
That's it.
I'll see if there's any of those like Vienna sausages or like the little weenies that you get on the snack trays for Kala. I don't think there are.
On this table, no.
Curses.
All right. What about what's the? Does like I got a stapler on someone's desk that I can try and throw through this window?
You find some drinking mugs that are easily portable. They got some thick brown stains at the bottom. I just take it, chuck it up.
I don't think it's real.
It looks like another dimension.
It does look like another dimension. Yeah.
Hand.
So you'd have to climb up on something. You cannot reach.
Oh, I can't even like jump and just kind of like touch it.
The window itself is like 6 feet plus.
I'll
above.
hold her up so she can poke it.
Kala lifts you up. You reach forward and
Simba.
touch it. Your hand touches this plane and cannot go further.
Everything's in light.
Yeah, I'm not buying it anymore.
I mean, it's just like a window. Like obviously you can't go through it. Like it's glass.
Sure.
I mean, you
That's
could
what
go
it
through
is.
glass if you hit it hard enough.
I'll hit it.
I don't think that's
Alexa-
classroom great.
Make an Arcana check.
19.
19. It's a wall of force.
Oh.
You've seen similar magic before. Galatar can do this, but it's substantiated, like it's made permanent.
Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, well, I guess it's yeah. It is not. It's not an illusion like I thought, but it is really real. It is real.
Yeah, well, it's a window. That's what I said. Nobody believes me. I'm smart. Damn it.
You are, Birdie. You are so intelligent.
Thank you.
Now, can you make it go away?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, me either. Where's Galatar? What's he doing right now?
Oh, I've just been not listening, going through the desks in my own little zone, trying to figure out anything I can.
He's looking at family photos.
Gotta make that hit list, I guess.
It's a single tier.
Can Kitri go? You said there were some sad looking flowers. Can she go druid craft some flowers into survival?
Yeah.
Maybe
Thank you.
scoot them closer to the wall of force windows. I don't know if that would actually help them.
Yeah. So well, the sill of the windows, is pretty unadorned. It's just like hard cut stone, but it's like 6 feet in the air. But yeah, you can
Oh man.
kind of get up there, standing on a chair, and put the little vases up there. Use your druidcraft to kind of perk them up a little bit.
You guys can do it. It's okay. You can tell me if they were made to you.
Half of me wants to just kind of be in the window, and the other half of me think that's probably a bad idea.
Maybe you could Misty step on through. Who can stop you?
Right? Well, it's not my dying father, so.
So is that data cube thing downloading or whatever?
Yeah. At this point, the process runs its course, and you have copied quite a bit of information to that data crystal.
Is that here? Or
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
Over here?
I thought it was in the data center.
Sorry.
Yes.
So I was looking at someone else's
Oh,
crystal.
that's mine. Yeah, okay.
It's in the center of the data center.
Cool.
During the
What-
time,
What is this?
yeah, during the time that
That's a
took, was there
couch.
anything?
Oh,
During the time that took, was there what?
Oh, was there anything in here that I found that pointed to like what the thing over here is?
So by the end of looking, there is quite a bit of information about golem construction, bombarding living subjects with draconic radiation, and observing the corruption effects, siphoning the sort of chaotic corruptive energy from minions and channeling it into the reactor, focusing it, propagating it and amplifying it before piping it out as a sort of unbound chaos magic to various parts of the facility. But no, you don't find any reference to the floating tetrahedron or extra dimensional spaces.
And I would assume that looking at this, having the ability to cast Wall of Force, I would know that like almost instantly this is like a similar planar power construction.
Give it a couple seconds as you kind of look at it.
Yeah.
Really from each angle that it is made permanent. It's a little odd, but yes, you would identify the spell.
Interesting. Okay. Well, then I'll just take a second to pull out a piece of parchment, write down a couple notes about the prism, and draw like a rough sketching of it.
I will say, how's everybody
For
looking?
later.
good.
I would say I'm down about 20%, but that's about it.
Keytree? You looking all
I'm
right?
fine. I think I'm okay.
All right, I was gonna say,
Almost none of you got hit
well,
for very much.
I
okay,
think
yeah.
we still can't see Galatar, so
Oh, my invisibility ended after a minute. It's only a minute long spell. It's gone.
I really want to grab it. Oh,
Chaos.
But you really want to like jump through the thing?
yeah, I mean,
I kind of do too, but I don't want to
It's
die.
calling to me.
How big is the pyramid thing? Behind the wall of force.
Make a perception check.
Good
It's hard to
question.
tell because it's
Interesting.
hanging in the middle of what looks
Oh,
like infinite space.
That's the thing is you fucking jump into it. It's just 8 billion miles away.
Big for me.
You know, it's hard to get a beat on it. It's not particularly well lit, but I don't know. It's like it's not like a skyscraper or anything. You know, it's not huge. It's not like the size of a city,
Mhm.
but it's pretty big.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a handheld device.
Uh,
Yeah.
could I? Okay, I guess I'll try this because I don't want Alexa to jump in there. Can I try and bamf Ibu into the space behind the things? Like the space behind the wall of force? I know I could do that with the normal wall of force. Does that work with this?
Yeah. So you
Self-destruct.
conjure Ibu and you watch as the owl appears out in the starry void, its wings kind of outstretched, and it just starts to kind of turn one way. As it kind of scrabbles and flaps its wings, it doesn't move anywhere. It just sort of swims like something stuck in the water, and it just sort of turns slowly.
Huh. Can I tell him to like imagine himself floating towards the thing and see if like thinking does anything about it?
Does an owl have a concept of imagination?
He has a decent intelligence score. I don't know what he dreams of, but and by decent I mean a 2. He's wise. He's not intelligent.
Wise owl.
Yeah.
Is it gonna like suffocate in there?
Technically doesn't breathe. He's a Fae creature. He's not like a.
I think Faye breathe.
But it
What's his
doesn't like
intelligence score?
2.
It's
You can tell
2?
to think about moving, and it sort of like pulls its wings in as it continues to kind of rotate. And eventually, it's just sort of upside down, looking at you, and it slowly comes to a stop.
Interesting.
And then it starts to slowly move forward towards the window until eventually it's sort of like pressed up against it, and it's still like kind of rotating back and forth just a little bit, pressed up against the window.
This is creepy, Galatar.
This is super fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna bamf him back into his little pocket dimension.
You shouldn't go into other dimensions. Other planes are like really dangerous.
I mean, didn't they say the whole underground place we're in is like in a different dimension kind of thing?
There are dimensional spaces and teleportation between the individual sections.
Yeah, could
There's
that be like a
giant
different dimension?
squid monsters in there that will eat you?
Well, it's possible that could lead, I guess, to like Kudu's private chamber or something. Like
Or
it's
that
just
is the
completely
reactor.
distanced. Or that could be the reactor, yeah.
Yeah.
The reactor was held in an extra dimensional space.
Or they just built it because they thought it looked cool. That's just their window.
Does look cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, either way, it is bigger than fitting inside my hand, so I have lost slight interest in it. Could be after Kudu thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a move on. We got more baddies.
Did you get the cube, or is it done?
I don't know what the fuck it looks like or if it's done.
Yeah.
Alexa?
Yeah, what are we doing? Are we just
I will
30
go
seconds.
retrieve the data
I
cube.
guess we are going to the next level. You've got the glyph key, right, Kichu?
yeah, it's right here. Does anyone else want to hold on to this?
no.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. Yeah.
Okay, if no one, she'll just give it to not to Galatar. Good God, Birdie.
Thanks.
Cody's gonna turn it into a dangly earring.
So I have one glyph key now.
Yes.
Oh boy.
You have Blep's glyph key,
Okay, I will add that to my
the manager of the data lab.
Okay.
Walking around this ring, do I see anything interesting?
With your passive perception, as you walk past this point here at the very southern apex, you see that there's a slight inconsistency in the patterning on the stone to the south of you. You kind of like
Take a closer look at that. Then.
yeah, you find that it is a illusory wall, but it's just behind it. There's just a 5x5 chamber, just about big enough for you to kind of squeeze in.
Is it the privy?
It is
Okay.
bare stone.
I'm just gonna hide there for a minute.
Do we know where the
Where the
exit
hell
to the
is
next
Galatar
level?
actually?
Where am I actually? What?
Yeah, I don't actually know where the fuck you are. I don't see you anywhere.
I'm up here by Brina.
Why they
This room's full of columns. Here, I'll come down to near where Brina is. I don't know.
Oh,
where.
there you are. Oh, because you
Where
have
are
the
you?
marker on you. I see. You're a lot easier to find.
Where are you at?
Right here.
Oh, you just appeared.
Yeah, your marker gives you away now that I see it.
I'll be.
Lex, as you kind of stand there, the terminal that Blep was using is just sort of humming and beeping away.
So shall we move on?
I mean, head count. I think we're down one.
Wait, where's Gala?
Wait, Kala's gone?
Kala.
She's really sneaky,
You
so I
hear
don't
your
know.
companions calling out for
Yeah.
you.
I found a magic wall.
Oh Jesus!
What? Where are you?
Far to the south.
What do you think they used this for?
Killing people.
Uh, well, probably.
That's
But
usually what you use magic for.
that's really sad.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Carla! As she stepped out of the closet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We
Oh, I see her.
It's all good, Brina. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you
where's
just
the-
walk
where's
through
your-
this.
This is a magical. Oh,
Mm.
And you
Wait,
just still
what did you
see
walk
there's
through?
a
Oh gosh.
There's like a
firewall
wall
existing.
right here.
Kill box.
Oh, that's
oh
fine.
right. Oh gosh, what's happening? Oh. Oh, I see. And you said there's a wall of force there?
No, just
Not a
invisible.
wall of force. It's just an invisible,
invisible wall.
Oh,
illusion
just
wall.
invisible wall. Okay.
One here too.
Probably means nothing. I wonder
I
if
would say
they.
as you're looking around, it's easy enough to figure out that's where the sentry droids were.
Um,
I didn't
That
see any
makes
of those.
sense.
Where did I
Me
think it was?
neither.
Where do we
So-
think how do we get to the next level?
in here in the data room.
Oh,
So do we need to like destroy this place somehow?
I think if we blow up
After-
that last reactor, it will blow up all of this.
Okay.
We don't want to
could,
do that
uh,
while we're in here.
I guess we could destroy like the data center itself, though, that we're in if
Yeah,
we've
we
already
could go ahead
copied
and
the
smash
data.
this. Yeah.
Unless
in case.
we needed to get up.
Could be. Could be. Who knows what vital functions this will turn off? If we, life support goes off, the fucking force wall windows open up. We're sucked into the void, never to be heard from again. I don't trust machinery. I'll say
Right,
it.
we can. It's always going to be here to blow up
Optimistic.
later.
Okay, I mean, we can just deal with it later. We can just go ahead and go.
All right, Birdie, wave the key.
wait. I got lost.
Oh wait, where's Keith's?
Oh,
Coming.
head count.
Guys, we've got to start sticking together.
I went the wrong
Okay.
direction. I
We
We
didn't
need a
realize.
buddy system. We need to set up a buddy system.
Okay, I'm here.
Brina Lee Cameron says, "Birthday, will you be my buddy?"
Yeah, I'll be a buddy. You want to go? All right. Is everybody ready to go onto the space pad?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we could go.
Ready is like a varying level.
I don't know how to use this thing.
Just put your
I
glyph
think
key
the-
over it.
Glib thing, I like kind of hold it, wave it in the air, like around. I can get
Spritz it.
the end of the necklace part, and I kind of like whirl it like around in a circle, trying to like
It's holy water. You just fling it.
Do I
Yeah.
see?
work.
No.
anything
Did
that looks like
Quippa show
this
us how to
in
do
it
it?
or something?
Nope, the circle on the ground is kind of glowing, and there are little trails of energy that sort of crackle and trace around the sigils, like you can see. But kind of extending up from it is the sort of shimmering cylinder of force. And as you kind of spin the keychain around, the glyph key kind of bounces against it, and there's a brief little zzz as it interacts with the field, but swirling it around does not seem to have an effect.
And Quippa didn't cover this in Crucible 101.
Alexa, how the fuck does this work? You know this kind
Not
of stuff.
specifically. Anyway, she said you needed the glyph key to do it. She didn't necessarily give you a walkthrough.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Any
you just try stepping onto it. Like,
What if it sends me and not you all? All right, everybody hold my hand. Everybody hold hands. Come here.
Make a chain. Make a chain.
Okay, are we all touching Birdie here? Are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll step over here so I can touch Birdie
All right,
on
and
this side.
then as everybody's touching him, Birdie will step onto the circle, I guess, with the glyph
So you
key.
go to try to step through it, and your face kind of impacts against the cylinder briefly. It's like, but you kind of like lean up against it for a minute, and as the glyph key is sort of pressed and held against the cylinder for just a couple of seconds, it flashes with a dull glow, and you watch as the field sort of dissolves, and the glyph on the floor itself is still lit, and you are able suddenly to move forward.
Oh, damn it. Student ID.
All right, Brina, you first.
Oh.
Buddy system, come on. That's the
Okay.
Buddy,
Yeah,
you first.
rules.
buddy, calm. Yeah, I'll step onto the thing first.
Yeah, I'll follow Brina.
Now you do know these function very much like teleportation circle spells, so you've got like a round to get
Oh.
everybody through. But one after one, you guys pop through this teleportation circle.
Should be fine.
Is this an okay spot that we can take a quick bio break?
Absolutely. Pause the recording.
Oh, these clementines are so good.
Yes.
They're popping right now. Go get you some at Kroger's.
Extra toasty cheese.
How much you get paid for that?
This is our plug for Kroger.
Kroger's, where the clementines are always fresh.
Kroger, hit me up. Be a sponsor. So you guys, you all step through the teleportation gate, and as you arrive, you find yourselves in a circular chamber about 25 feet in diameter. And you notice that as you step out, the last of you steps through, the portal sort of deactivates, and the glowing glyph on the floor is no longer glowing. There are doors to the north, south, east, and west of you. They are what look like sheets of solid metal. They have little patterned sort of indentations and a red and green square crystal on one side. The green crystal is currently lit on all of them. In the four corners of the room, so to speak, northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, are cylindrical pillars that run from floor to ceiling, about 30 feet high. The pillars themselves are circular, spherical in nature, or cylindrical in nature. They're only about 1.5 feet wide, but they run up, and it's almost like patterned like snakeskin, with almost like a tracing diamond pattern that kind of flows all the way around it, and each little piece is a little scale of like bumpy metallic metal, and in between you can see more like mithril metal veins that kind of pulse and glow, and everything around you is perfectly silent. How would you like to proceed?
So
But
all
do you
of
have
these
any other-
doors have a red and green crystal.
Yes, and the green one is lit.
Hmm.
Alexa, you having worked in Azura Labs for quite some time, these are the indicators for whether it's locked or unlocked. So they all appear to be unlocked.
They get a choice of where we want to go cause mayhem first.
Does anybody have a preference?
It's the buddy system, so I guess where one goes, we all go.
Oh,
Ah,
flip a coin?
Sure.
Hold on.
What?
Birdie takes the glyph stone. And he kind of starts twirling a little bit. He waves it back and forth. He's like, it's drawing me north. I don't know. Are you all feeling that? Are you all feeling that energy?
I thought
No,
if
but if we want to go that way, yeah,
It's just the glyph card.
maybe.
Look at it. It's calling me north.
You've gotten really attached to that thing, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's mine.
All right, buddy, let's go.
there's more than one in this building.
All right, let's go north then.
So north.
Turns out it's a cursed glyph card.
Are we trying to be sneaky at this point or no?
Well, if we continue to not be sneaky, we run the risk of that alarm level continuing to raise.
Alexa,
Yes.
did the alarm upstairs give any indication that people further below us would know we were here?
Yes, the whole alarm for the facility has been raised. They're definitely at a alert status plaid.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty bad alarm if it didn't let everyone know.
I can make us more sneaky, but I guess if everyone is expecting to look for us, I don't know how much that would help.
Well, I guess in the last level, the two places for the security system were the manager's console and then the place where we first came in, right?
The guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we could just capture those two areas, I mean, we don't really have to worry about sneaking around the whole place.
Take the guards out fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like, those terminals, I could try to like cover it in flaming, like in fire. Kind of makes it hard to trigger the alarm.
Or easier.
Sounds right to me.
Because the whole thing is now a fire hazard.
Yeah.
I think that there's any way that, I mean, I guess Alexa would be the one to know this. If you could set it to like, oh, that was just like a test of our alarm system and set it so it doesn't go off any other times.
Is there a whoopsie setting?
Testing the alarm system today, guys. So just disregard.
Yeah. Yeah, is there a
Just
way
a
we can make an
Tuesday.
announcement? Yeah.
That seems like a bad idea.
That probably would have been on the floor below.
All right.
So you are not at a console at this time, so it's difficult to check.
All
All
right.
right. We just
Game's
go north.
paused, so yeah.
It is. What do you guys want to do?
North.
Like northward.
Yep. No, I thought I had recorded it, but apparently not. So
Here's what you missed
Oh.
on the you
It
just
still says recording on my thing.
It just
I
Wait, he
resumed
just
it.
hit it.
Yeah. Bummer. They took out an alchemy lab with some invisible spellcasters, and then are freeing a bunch of prisoners and taking a cat nap. That's all.
Well, I'm
we've
glad nobody got it to see us get our asses handed to us by a fireball. So
Fireball and a gravity sinkhole. Dope ass.
Yeah.
I thought that was a gravity sinkhole. I was going to ask you. It's really cool.
I critted and took one dude down easy peasy, and that's for you, dear listener. Anyways,
Alright, so 10 minutes go by.
7
and
spell
you guys are
slots.
able to short rest. Eventually, you all come to consciousness again, feeling somewhat refreshed. And yeah,
In the 10 minutes, can I ask this Char, like, where she learned magic?
She says, before I went into the Farrar, I traveled a bit with my sire. Took me into a dwarven ruin.
Hmm.
The hills near the citadel. We found some interesting objects, and I started to study them there. That's when I realized I had a talent, but in the Legion, spellcasting is kind of frowned upon.
Mm.
We know we need the firepower, but most of my speciality comes in detecting and seeking information. Once I came of age and got to a certain point, I asked the Tribune for special leave to join the Priory as a liaison. I've been learning ever since.
Alright, just curious.
Yeah. So you all come to consciousness, and you are once again in control. You've got one
Thank
door
you,
to the south
Petra.
that you've not opened.
That was an incredible spell. Thank you very much.
It's very useful when you're exploring old ruins and need to recover quickly.
Yeah, I have to look into learning that sometime. That's pretty cool.
Right. So how do you guys want to proceed?
Does anyone want to open the last door?
What was it you all saw through the door? I think Bertie said something about like a statue or
Kind of
something.
like the entrance in
Yes.
general.
With a bunch of like locker-looking things behind it.
Okay, so
Nobody in there though, and neither did Alexa. So I feel pretty confident we can.
Right, I probably have like 10 minutes left on scene.
yeah, maybe that evoker was actually the manager and they just got their key in like one of the lockers or something. I don't know.
Maybe the people want to like step back into a different room, maybe in case there is some large explosion that happens in here on opening the door.
Pretty smart.
Not a bad idea.
Maybe they just stay in here. In the room with the cages. I mean, not the main room.
Petra just says, I think we'll be all right here. I can take care of them. If something bad were to come out of there.
I'll open the door.
Wait, oh god, where am I? I don't want. Alright, let's do it.
Find a 15-foot circular room, similar in size to the other
Wait, I gotta
spokes from this wheel. There's a statue in the center, and you see that the wall surrounding the edge is lined with lockers. Other than that, nothing untoward.
Guess we start checking lockers.
Yeah, do you think there are any sort of traps or anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Bright, be careful in there.
He wants
Oh,
to
look.
check. Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
Kala,
wow.
make a perception check.
I'll give her guidance, not that she needs it though.
What is the D4
Mm-hmm.
on guidance?
Oh, yeah.
Wait there.
Yeah, so you detect that most of these lockers are locked, and it's not a key lock. It's some sort of like a bioscanner. So some sort of interface you have to touch with a body part to unlock it. It's rare. You've seen stuff like this in Radasum as you were poking around, but it doesn't make much sense to you. But you know you can't pick it with your tools. You do, however, find that there is a faint motion to the dust in the air coming from the southern portion of the wall.
Okay, I will check that out. Look a little closer, see if I can figure out that's a secret door or something.
Make an investigation check. Yeah, so as you're kind of tooling around, you can tell that part of the lockers, like two or three of them joined together, are on a sort of swivel hinge. And a quick examination uncovers that there is a combination of the different buttons on the lockers that will depress simultaneously, and as this sort of pneumatic release is triggered and a secret door opens.
Odd.
Did you say that those lockers looked like they use like bioscans? Can I go back and get the evoker and bring them into this room?
Sure.
Just start
Or ask
smashing
Brina to
its
help
head.
me maybe, because I doubt I can actually move them. Oh, there's certain. I can probably do this.
Colin,
Wait.
there's about a 5-foot space before you, maybe just a little bit less, and it slightly curves inward towards you. But you can see that it is another sort of concealed door that from this side is perfectly obvious. and will open when you press on it. It just kind of slides to one side.
Okay, I'll open it.
Okay, I'll
Colleges is
grab
finding all the hidden
bodies.
spaces.
So you've got this body here,
Nice.
and as the
Yeah.
door opens, you see that
Oh.
there is another
Yep.
computer console with one of
Oh,
the Iron
carpe.
Man-looking guards and an analyst standing on the floor next to him. And on either side, they are flanked by 2 more sentry droids. So I would like you all to please roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Actually, give me 1 second before you do that.
Whoa.
Let me add you all to the turn tracker.
See if I
There,
can roll
that
higher
should
than a
roll
4.
through.
Right? Can I roll a double digit?
Oh, I finally rolled double digits tonight. On initiative.
Double digits. Double
Mate.
digits.
Oh.
What the fuck?
That's what I rolled last time, and that one.
With a nat
Holy
20.
cow, Mary with a nat 20. Damn.
That was the first time I've ever actually used like the initiative in Foundry.
Mm.
Maybe I should be rolling in Foundry more.
There you go.
Yeah. Although I'm feeling really happy about Brina's gift of alacrity because she's rolled really well now. It's like
Yeah, no, that
5,
is
5, and an 8.
handy.
Yeah.
You've gone first every combat and killed somebody very quickly.
Thanks. My jam. Oh no.
Yeah, just keep rolling
Yeah.
those crits, please.
You hear as the door opens, the guard locking and loading his weapon as he prepares to fire.
Hello. Hello, cool fucking noise.
That brings it to Brina's turn.
Nice. Right. Ooh, I don't even know if I can get in there, and that's on me. Shame, shame, shame. 5, 10.
Oh man, they're all in the fucking line of fire too.
40.
We just freed all
I
the prisoners.
tried to say maybe they should get elsewhere, and this guy seems confident that they can protect them, so we'll see.
All right, that's 40 feet of movement. I'm gonna hold. Well, shit, dang. I can't even see a stinky man, so I'm gonna hold my action for when anyone comes within range.
Okay, holding the attack action.
Yes.
All right, that brings it to Kitri.
Okay. I'm gonna move first, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20. On this square's 20. All right, now I gotta scoot my screen. If I climb up, can I climb up on the statue? Or is
It
that
would
like
be
a
difficult
dais?
terrain, but you could. It's a statue on a pedestal.
Ah. Okay. That was 5, 10, 15. Oh, sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I can see one person from here, or is he obscured by the...
I would say, like, you could see this guy because he's on a dais himself, kind of overlooking his console. He does have a bit of cover from Kala, who can just barely fit into this tunnel.
All right, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to climb up on the statue. And I will go ahead and add... I guess I don't need to do that. I think I just need to do this at 2nd level. Yeah, I will cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Because that's one of the Asura, right?
It is an Asura, yes.
Yes, so then I want to cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Needs to make a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 18.
Yeah, he does not pass.
So he is
The other
officially...
character cannot see you,
Fuck
so they
yeah.
cannot counterspell.
He is officially paralyzed.
Yes, he
And
is.
when he gets to At the end of their turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target.
Yep.
And
Also, they
this
stay
is-
paralyzed even if we hit them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
When hold
Oh,
person
so
works, it's
cool.
fucking legit.
Yeah, hold person is really good.
I was
damn,
hoping I
didn't know
could
that
get
stayed.
so that I could see both of the Ashura so that I could cast hold person on both of them, but I'm a
Mm.
little short and I didn't realize how far it was to get back in there.
Nice, the
I forgot it was like a
Hollister.
room within a room.
I'm gonna run in and hit that guy with short swords.
Okay.
Which it'll be with advantage because he's
Oh,
paralyzed.
Did you already have both
yeah.
swords drawn?
So isn't any attack like against a paralyzed?
No, so I can only hit him once.
So you get advantage because they're paralyzed, and if you do hit them within 5 feet, it's an automatic.
Yeah, it's a crit. That's
Gotcha.
why I'm running in.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. Yeah, 27 is definitely gonna hit. Now,
Okay, so that'll also be
You do get sneak attack as advantage.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pimping.
It is pimping.
So that'll be plus 54 for the crit.
Is it just your? Do you have 7d6 on your sneak attack?
54?
Yeah, 76.
So it'd be 54.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
So that'll make it
Absolutely.
87.
that man
demolished.
is murdered.
I know you like.
Then I'm gonna run back
runs
out.
up and
Oh.
just like grabs
Yeah,
the console,
doesn't matter
leaps
anyway.
across, and just plunges the sword through his skull, rips it out, ah, and turns around and runs back down the hall.
Right.
Very much so.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings it to Bertie.
Bro, that was rough.
I'd say Bertie, you probably didn't see that because it was at a very odd angle for you.
Yeah, I haven't. So, I mean, my line of sight like goes right. Like
Yeah.
I saw
So
that.
it's technically the room where Kala and Brina and Kitri are. It's 5 feet below you, and then
Okay.
there's like a tunnel at the far end. So seeing all through that with like the ceiling and the stairwell going down, it's like a little bit weird. But
Gotcha.
you see Kala run back into the room.
With a bloody sword.
With a bloody
As-
sword.
Yeah, blood dripping from her sword, and Kitri's like climbing up on this statue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll go 5. Well, that's 10. Oh wow. Boy howdy. That's not what I thought it would. Yeah, I don't have much for that. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll just stand. I don't want to get hit by that really. I'm just gonna hold back here. Yeah, by Alexa. And what I'll do is yeah, if I see anything like come in that room, I'll just hold my Inquest Persuader and ready if I see anything and coming into that space, I'll shoot for it.
Okay.
I guess it's a good thing I get to go last.
Hearing the sounds of combat at this point, Petra waves her hands through the air, and you watch as a shimmering field of force manifests itself kind of around them, blocking off that edge of the room. That brings it to
Y'all could've just
Galatar.
gone in the other
Cool. Let me
room.
go 5, 10, 15. And be able to see. Okay. I'm going to take a little bead off my necklace and chuck it into that room to cast a fireball in there.
Okay.
So I want to set it so that I guess I can throw it up to 60 feet. So I'll just try and, how big's a fireball? 20-foot radius?
Oh, goodness.
So I want to center it on that back wall so that it goes off when it hits the wall.
Okay.
Perfect. And I will roll the 8d6. Let me just do that on here. Oh, that's good roll.
Mm,
I'll take it.
that was the one like we took.
Yeah. So 31 points of fire damage, and the DC though is only 15 on the dex save.
Still pretty good DC.
Not terrible.
Okay, so she rolled a 17, which is 15 fire damage.
Yes.
Yeah, and you watch as she waves a hand in the air and kind of like gathers some of the flame into her hand and absorbs it
Ugh.
as she casts absorb elements.
These people are the worst.
What the hell is up with them using abilities that we have?
What? How dare they use the skills that we use constantly?
Yeah, you just
Unbelievable.
you see the ball kind of bounce into the room, and then there is a shaking and a shuddering as the facility rumbles and like bits of dust fall from the ceiling.
Okay,
They're
that
probably at
was,
level 3 by now.
that was 15, 20, 25. And then 30. And as a bonus action, I'm going to start twirling my sword, and I'm going to go ahead and activate my blade song.
Okay. Let's see what this person has left, because that brings it to the analyst's turn. Yeah. She kind of hops up on the console to get a better view. Shoot. Move the dead body out of the way. And she just says, two can play at that game. And she's going to cast her own fireball.
Oh,
Damn, I can't see her because she moved.
way to go, Galatar.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
fuck
Wait,
it.
you're within counterspell range, aren't you, Alexa?
No, she's 35 feet.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Dexterity
Again.
saving throws, please.
no. This is gonna be
I
bad.
thought counterspell was 60 feet. Is it only 30 feet?
Is it 60? Am I dumb?
It's 60-foot range.
Oh,
I'm out.
what is 30 feet? What do I keep thinking it's only 30?
I don't know, but I know counterspell is 60, yeah.
Well, okay,
For
I
sure.
4th level counterspell.
She will counterspell your counterspell.
Yeah. Also at 4th level.
At 4th level.
Okay.
Oh, she doesn't know what spell you cast it at. Garbage.
You don't also know
Oh.
what spell they
Ugh.
cast it at.
Well, I'm sure her ability check would be easy to succeed anyway.
You know, this is when we're
All
happy that we
succeed.
just
Oh,
took
I
a
haven't
short
rolled.
Yeah, I
rest.
finally at least succeeded.
That is a. Oh, it's cocked.
If you roll on that one, you're
Oh, that's a
fine.
22.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine. So you each take 16 fire damage.
I would like to absorb elements.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
So you can play this
Bend some
game.
of that flame and pull it into you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
15 fire damage?
Mhm.
That is.
Evasion again.
You said it was 16 or 15?
Sorry, 16.
Oh,
It'd be 32 divided by 2.
Also,
And then she is going to run.
quick question, Ryan. Does this thing look like it took any burning at all from that fireball going off from that item?
From what you can tell, that thing looks perfectly fine.
That was my concern. Cool.
Rutro
And
Raggy.
speaking of which, it is going to use its turn. Let's see. I don't think. Yeah. I need Galatar and Keytree to make dexterity saving throws.
21.
You take 5 radiant damage.
Jeez.
Oh,
You take 10 radiant damage. The other one, going to fire its barrage, and it can only see the area kind of in front of Brina. It's a 10-foot cube. So Keytree again and Brina, I need you to make dexterity saving throws. Oh, I rolled ass on that damage. You take 8 radiant damage, Miss Keytree. And Brina, you take 4 radiant damage.
Reduced to 2, or is she raging?
She's not raging
No.
yet.
Oh, damn.
I don't know.
And
Ugh,
that brings
these
it
people.
to Alexa.
Kill them all.
Okay, so all I have seen. Well, no, I've not seen shit. Or have I seen? Because I'm shorter.
You can kind of see like people moving back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I at least did see some footfalls up here, and I got blasted, and then footfalls
Honestly,
ran
you
that.
you probably didn't see the Asura because
Okay.
the console's in the way.
That's fair. That's a good point. That's a good point. It's okay. I have and then no real idea what is going on in that room. I am gonna have. Oh, man, I don't want to run. I just got fucking blown up by a fireball. 5. Oh, don't have my token selected. 5, 10. Hi, everybody.
Ding.
Man. Well, no, I saw them get. Did I see them get barraged? Did I see the lasers?
Yeah, you'd probably see the lasers.
Okay. So
Like
then
as you're moving down into the room, it's like
Okay, so then yeah, 510, see lasers, know that they really fuck people up in a group. See we're in a big group.
mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'm gonna try and like can I get back and is there a way I can get to be positioned on the stairs to see into the room? Like I just want to be able to hold an action to attack something.
Yeah, you could see that from there.
Okay.
They may have a little bit of cover from Kitri and the statue between you, but you can see.
And I will hold a. I mean, I'll hold a mind sliver because we'll see if that works on these creatures, these mechanical constructs.
Sure. Destroyer droids. That brings us to the top of the round, and Brina.
All right, well. Oh no, get out of the way. All right. So. Oh. All right, that's 20 feet of movement. Oh, geez, gang.
You run in and kind of leap up on top of the console and look to each side, and you see that these droids with their glowing shields are kind of blocking these side passages. But beyond them, you can see 2 more small circular chambers, each with a teleportation circle in it. And on the far walls at the very ends, what looks like a tall, rectangular, it almost looks like a door made of glass. There's like a single sheet of glass, and it keeps showing like different, very brightly colorful messages.
In like my brief 6-second span, am I able to decipher what any of the messages say?
Live, laugh, love.
One of them says, hang in there. And it's got a picture of an Asura like being dangled by its foot over a vat of like lava or something. You look the other way and it's like, don't forget, 2 weeks, take your progeny to work day.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well that's really good. All right, so I can't trespass isn't the right word. I can't pass through an enemy's space. Man, I don't like this one bit. I don't like where I'm at.
Yeah, they are both like tracking locked onto you as you enter this space.
All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna rage. And we'll just figure out what happens next.
Raggy.
Raggy. I should have done that to begin with. I'm just gonna hit this guy. I'm just gonna hit him. I'm just gonna hit him with my big fire sword, and I'm just gonna do a great job. And we're gonna reckless attack and whatever. So.
Yeah, definitely hit.
That's
17.
Still one-handed, and then fuck, dude. We're critting tonight, baby.
But aren't they
Fucking, it's adamantine bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So that's 7 slashing.
So it looks nice on paper.
10.
Yeah.
17. 2 17s actually. That's not bad.
Well, the 17, they're also resistant to non-magical. Oh no, because it's not non-magical. So yes, that is. Wait a minute, let me check the wording on that.
Is it just like
No,
Slashing.
it's like the barbarian resistance. It's bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing is halved.
Cool,
So
cool.
7, 8, 9, 10, and then rage damage, which it didn't put in there.
She's not raging.
No, I am.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I'm sorry.
Shit, sorry, that's 3 to
That's
each. of
Shut
them.
up.
3. All right, so that's 13 or 12. 'Cause-
It's gonna get easier. It's gonna get brighter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Brina's just gonna say, help in here, please. You big shitty man. And then that bitch.
Big old heavy hit. You kind of clock the thing and it rocks sideways on its tripod leg. Comes crashing back down. You can see it kind of wobbles a bit. It's a good hit. That brings it to Keytree, and Kala's on deck.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! Okay. That's what I needed to check. And I'm going to, if this is difficult terrain, is getting off of it also difficult?
Yeah, to kind of climb down.
Yeah. So 5, 10, and then that 15, 20.
No, 10, 5, 10, 15. You're at 20 now.
Okay. And I can see all of them, right?
Yes.
And how high are the ceilings in here?
The ceiling in the room that you're currently in is about 15 feet. It's a domed ceiling. And the passages on the side are about 10 feet.
Okay. Well, since I can see, if I wanted to climb up on the dais, would that be the rest of my movement? As like
Yes.
difficult terrain to like clamber up. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and climb up over it, and then I'm going to use my amulet of elemental attunement to cast at 3rd level. So I'll use 3 charges to cast Pillar of Stone.
Tight. All right.
And I want to cast it underneath each of the Ashura, and the 2 droids.
Fuck yeah, Shorty.
Okay.
These are cool ass spells.
Green circles underneath them.
I
Alright,
think
so they need to make
Dex.
so. What it says.
if it's created under the creature, they have to do a dex save or be lifted by the pillar.
The creature can choose to fail the save.
If they want to be lifted up, these guys
Yes.
do not.
I don't think these gentlemen do.
If it's prevented from reaching its full height, which is 30 feet, which they are, they're slammed in there taking a d6 per level of the spell.
So they would
and
take
restrained.
3d6.
Alright, so they need to
I
make
think
dex
it rolled an
saves.
11?
12.
12.
The Asura just barely saves.
That was the one we really needed to be pinned.
Ooh, that's 2 19s with different die rolls, but so the robot to the west gets picked up and slammed into the roof.
You said it was a 19. My DC is 18.
Right, that one rolled a 7.
Oh, okay. I
He
was
takes
like,
12 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Just
1.
6 because of his frame. But he is restrained against the ceiling. And that column of hallway is basically obscured by this massive stone pillar that's pinching him against the ceiling.
for reference, though, the pillar has an AC of 5 and hit points equal to 5 times the spell's level. So that'd be 15 hit points. And if you reduce the thing to 0, it's a pile of rubble. which I realized only after I cast this that I was blocking the doors. How I wish it would have gotten the Ashura. All right, so that was my action and my movement. How does Brina look? She looks okay. How does Kala look? Kala looks okay. Alexa
funny.
is.
It doesn't say anything about moving them if they succeed.
I think, do they still get.
No, it's if they on a success, well, that's no longer restrained. So yeah, no, if they pass their save, they're not lifted by the pillar, but the pillar's 5 feet in diameter, so I would say they have to be moved. I would say this one just gets moved back because Brina's in front. Okay, sorry.
All right. My bonus action. I think I can cast it that far. Yeah, I'm gonna give Alexa 2 of my Balm of the Summer Court dice, so Alexa gets 2 temporary hit points,
Thank you.
and then you get nuts. All right, you get 6 more regular hit points.
I needed them.
Well, that's my turn.
Alrighty. That brings it to Kala, and Birdie's on deck.
This one is restrained.
Yes, there is currently a big column of stone, and pinched between it and the ceiling is one of these sentry golems.
Restrained give me advantage.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it then.
Alright.
Oh,
Ugh.
13 does not hit.
1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to add 5 to that. Don't know if that's still gonna.
Okay.
I'll make it an 18.
That will just hit.
yeah!
Their AC is 18.
That is the fucking shit.
35 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna back up a little bit again.
Alright. Yeah, a solid hit as this thing is wriggling and trying to right itself in this area stuck between the pillar and the ceiling. That brings it to Bertie.
Okay, well, I'm pretty far away. So what I'll do is I'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, get there. 25, 30. Okay, right here. First thing I'm going to do is pop off a Mantle of Inspiration. So who doesn't get this? I'll say everybody but Kala. Kala's got enough speed as it is. Everybody but Kala gets 11 temporary hit points. And you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attack of opportunity.
There's no way to bypass this pillar, is there? If they're 5 feet.
Try to knock it down. Currently, it occupies the entire hallway.
I can't like dispel it or like collapse it on my own, can I? Sorry.
Nice roll.
All right.
Wait, did we all just get Mantle of Inspiration?
Yes, so you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attack of opportunity. I am going to go ahead and avail myself of that reaction. And I'm going to move 10 feet there. Ooh, boy, howdy, huh?
Yeah.
10 feet there. 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, I'll move. No, that's not gonna work. Jeez.
What you doing?
How's this guy looking?
You cannot currently see that person. There is a pillar of stone blocking.
Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's actually two of them.
So the green circles are pillars of stone.
Yes.
So there's a pillar of stone here as well.
Yes.
And it's like totally blocking the hall.
To the east, yeah, it's a 5 foot wide, and it's a 5 foot wide hall, and it goes from floor to ceiling. 'Cause it's a 30-foot pillar. It's only a 10-foot high hallway.
So where's the machine? Is it like wedged?
It was pushed onto the other side, so it's behind it.
Okay, I missed that. Okay. Well, with that, I will just I'm gonna give Keytree a level 2 cure wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 12 points of healing to
12
Keytree.
points of healing. And then I'm going to move back into this room, into the side there.
All right. Galatar.
Okay, see, so there's no way to see past these whatsoever, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm actually gonna Bamf Ibu then into this room at the back wall. Use my action to look through Ibu's eyes. I'm pretty sure this works. I looked it up to double check and there was nothing that said it didn't work. And then use my bonus action to Misty Step to a place that I can see via Ibu's sight, because it just says with Misty Step a place that you can see.
Is it an action to call Ibu?
It is an action to Bamf him too. Shit, you're right. Forgot it's a double action. There's no way through the pillars. Yeah, I
Attack
guess
them.
the only thing
Bring them
left to do is to attack the pillars. So I will use my action to take a green flame blade strike at the pillars to try and take them both out in one fell
Really
swoop.
great with your piercing blade to hit the stone.
It's a
AC of
magical
5.
Strike out
weapon.
at the pillar in front of you.
It's fair. It is magical. They don't get
That
dulled.
is a 20 to hit, which I think it has an AC of 5, right?
Yup,
So-
it
Yeah, you
hits.
totally hit.
All right, for the first one, that's 8. That's 6. 14 plus 6 now.
It's gone.
for the fire damage. Okay.
Woohoo!
They only
And
had
the second
15
one
points.
Is 2d8 plus 5, which is a 5 and a 6. So it's 11 plus 5 is 16.
So you knock down both of the thingies,
Oh, wait a minute.
right?
Does fire damage work on the pillars?
Hang on a second. So, where's the?
Hold on, I
everyone's
gotta
equal
go
to
pull
5
it up.
times the spell's level, so it has 15 hit points.
Yeah.
So, you strike the first pillar, which is in front of you. It's 5 feet wide, probably 5 feet tall, and then there's a droid on top of it with a shield wedged against the ceiling. So you mash this pillar, you destroy it, and it crumbles, and an area 10-foot cube becomes difficult terrain, and the droid falls in front of you. So the pillar's destroyed, but there is a droid standing in the hall in front of you.
Yeah, that's fine. But so quick question. The way Green Flame Blade works, if I hit the pillar and then the pillar behind it, would that be able to take the secondary damage or no? Also, I guess you would have to, because it does say on the evocation cantrip that you'd have to see one creature. So I guess I don't know if the pillar gets to count as a creature or construct that I can
Yeah,
target.
the pillar is not a creature, so you couldn't target
Okay.
it with Green Flame Blade.
So then I will hit the pillar with my first attack then and just do the. So that was 11. No, that won't work. Fuck. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to dimension door. Never mind. Don't take down the pillar. Because I can't. The first one wouldn't have taken it down anyway. So I'm just going to dimension door into this room. And pop up.
When Galatar gets frustrated, he just dimensions doors.
Have
That's
you
right.
seen this room?
I don't have to have seen a room to dimension door to it. I just
Why
have to
not?
have an idea of what it looks like. And if I know that
Yeah.
they're circular rooms, I would just be interpreting that it's another circular
Would
room
you
of
know
about the
that,
same.
though?
Well, I would just make the guess. On Dimension Door, you don't have to have seen the space. You just
No, I
have
know
to have a
you
guess
have to
what
say
the room
like I
looks
moved
like.
so many feet forward.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just guess that it's another 15-foot room with a hallway similar to how this one leads into this one. I would think.
Perhaps
Because so far every room has been a 15-foot diameter circle.
it has. Though you did
So-
not see where the other pillar of Earth was conjured, so you don't even know that that's present.
No, but I would probably try to go to the back of the room, I would guess. I mean, if
Over
you
here.
want, I can say that I go here and
just
get
pointing it out.
jumted. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so you dimension door in.
Yep.
Yeah, and you find that there is a second pillar inside the room that goes all the way up to the 15-foot high ceiling, and there is an Asura analyst that is sort of standing there mid-stride, moving through, having just been kind of pushed out of the way by the pillar.
Yeah, so real quick with Dimension Door, just for future purposes, a question. So it can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you describe by stating distance and direction. So with the
Right.
visualization part, is that how that would work? Just like if I think I have an idea of the room and I visualize like myself being at the end of a
I would say
15-foot room?
visualize is for like a place you've seen.
Well, but it's separate from the place you can see, so it's just
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like, as an exercise of visualizing a space, if you want to visualize an empty 15-foot space, like, you can imagine that, but you're still effectively just saying, like, I'm going this many feet forward, because you don't have any idea what the furniture looks like or the layout, so you can't really visualize the actual room, just the
Okay.
dimensions. But like, it's still a legit use. You can say, like, you know, if it's 15 foot wide, I go 15 feet in.
no, I mean, here, I'll just, to your point, I'll just stay here and attack the pillar twice. How about that? We'll just, that way there's no use of
fine.
whether or
You
not
can, you can go to the far side of the room.
if you're fine with that, that's
15
fine.
feet forward, yeah.
Okay,
No,
if
it's
you're fine with that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then that'll be what I do with my action, and then nothing with my bonus action, so I'm good.
Okay. On her turn, this little female disappears into the portal. 10, 5. Okay. The golem move backwards. Pillar doesn't make dex saves, so that's not really relevant. It only deals 6 radiant damage, so that pillar still stands. The one above it, I think. Well, it doesn't need to because it's up top, but it's restrained, so it doesn't matter because it's not making an attack roll.
Isn't it no longer restrained because Galatar knocked the...
He didn't attack the pillars.
Oh, he just dimension doored. Okay.
So it's going to try to fire down at Kitri and Brina. I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Stupid. This is not a melee attack, is it?
No. No,
That's-
this is just like a barrage of laser beams.
Awesome.
Ooh, nat 20, Kitri. So Kitri, you take 8 radiant damage, and Brina, you take... Are you raging?
Yeah.
You take also 8 radiant damage.
Let's see.
That is their turns. That brings it to Alexa.
Yeah, I guess shit's going down in this room. So 5. There's the dirty boy. 10, 15. Yeah, and I will yell out, "Duck, Brina!" and nail that pillar right in front of her, hopefully. There we go.
19, yeah, I mean, that definitely hits the AC. 18 damage. Pillar right in front of Brina. They had 15, so yeah, that's done.
Yes.
Grab that drawing. There. Oh, stupid little tooltip popped up. It's not going to go away. Shit. Oh well. All right. Yeah, no, you crumble that to dust. So there is an area around there that's difficult terrain. Let me... 5, 10. We'll just say it falls kind of that away. So that square will be difficult terrain.
All right, yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay. It's top of the round. Brina, you now see this sentry golem's taken up its position at the far side of the room.
Okay. Am I free to move through here?
Yes, it's difficult terrain, but you can. It's just like the stone like comes crumble down, and there's just a pile of loose rubble on the floor in that square.
Cool. I'm going to do that. If I step on this, why won't you let me go? Oh, it says I'm
Oh,
colliding.
sorry, that's my bad.
Oh, it's
I
all
forgot.
right.
I was putting walls up so you guys could tell like where you couldn't see.
Makes sense. If I step on this, is that going to be a whoopsie? I can't go anywhere. I don't have a glyph.
That teleportation circle is glowing. It is active.
Oh, okay. She's not smart, but she probably wouldn't step on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna precious die and hit him good. Hit him good. Hopefully.
Okay.
Ooh. That's reckless attack.
30 hits. Yeah.
And if that's a 19, I have brutal critical now. Wait, not brutal court. What's the other one?
You have
Critical
brutal.
19.
Do you have? Is that improved critical?
No, maybe it's not. I mean, I know I've got brutal critical. We'll ponder that. I don't know.
Brutal critical lets you do like a little extra
An
damage.
extra dice. I feel like there was something. Whatever. We'll circle back. I don't know if the 24 hits.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you crit on a 19. But yes, a 24 also hits.
Okay.
For sure.
Ooh, that's just being silly and goofy.
So
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah.
30 to hit. You did 27.
The one.
24 to hit. Shit.
Yeah. Good luck with deciphering the math.
Yeah, it's hard when only part of the damage is halved. It
The
doesn't
first
matter,
one
though,
is
because with
6 and the other one's 4. The physical, the slashing.
Fucking.
yeah. Full damage from the fire though.
It'd be 20 for the first hit.
That will just do it.
There you go. So the first hit kills it. So you got a second hit.
No, the second one kills it.
Sorry.
Yeah. It had a chunk of hit points left, and I had to reduce the slashing to half, but with the full fire damage and like 1 or 2 extra from the rage damage, yeah, it is no more.
Cool. Okay. Grand. Gnarly. I'm going to use the remainder of my movement and 30. I think I can get like here. To get there. Although I don't want to be in the way.
Okay.
Love to be in the way. There's no reason to go back there. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, that brings it to Keytree. Kala's on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off the back. Is that not difficult if I do that? If I go 5?
Yeah, there are stairs. You just walk on down.
Okay, 5, 10. Oh, and 15 if I go there.
Mhm.
For whatever reason, it's not showing me anything beyond the the pillars.
I put a wall because there's a pillar of stone there.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna.
can't see past.
And the droid is on top of it, right?
Yeah.
How? And that's like a. How high did you say the ceiling was? Like
The ceiling's
10,
only
15
10
feet?
Yeah, so it's the wall itself is probably like 6 feet high, maybe 7, and then the droid is kind of like crammed up in the upper section of that top 5-foot cube.
So with that, do you think I could bonk the droid with my staff? Or would that
Technically,
be
vertically, you are adjacent. So yes, you can melee attack it
okay? Well, since he is restrained, would that be?
at advantage.
And I would like to bonus action before that cast Shillelagh. So
Hey,
Critical. That will hit, although it is adamantine.
Aw.
I can hit roll damages here.
Oh.
Yeah, max damage on the bludgeoning.
Yeah, that's all that
Did
matters.
it roll it with the? Yeah, it did roll it with the right things. And now I guess it needs to make a. Oh, it just gets the extra D8.
Yeah, for the lightning damage.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
assume
add
it's
that
still
with the
active, so-
Shillelagh.
Yeah, so 6 more. All right, cool. Yeah, a nice heavy hit. It's got a bit of HP left, but it was a good hit.
Can I scoot back 1 square?
Yes, it has no melee weapons, so it can't take attack of opportunity.
All right, I'm done.
All right. Yeah, those of you in the room watch as Kitri kind of shoves up with that electro staff and it penetrates that shield, shocks it a little as she digs into it. That brings it to Kala, and Birdie's on deck.
I'm gonna run in and shoot the. I don't see the enemy there,
It's there.
but it's there on
Sorry,
the
yeah.
thing, though, right?
I'm
Okay,
just-
Yes.
that's fine. I don't actually need to,
Gonna move
but
it.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, 26 will hit.
34 damage, and then I'm gonna run back out of the room.
17.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, I am so terrible at math. That was a heavy hit. So the arrow like embeds itself in some of its gears, and you can see now it's like trying to wiggle itself free, but it's like servos are jammed. It was a really nasty hit. It's pretty banged up. And that brings it to Birdie. Galatar's on deck.
All right, I'm heading in. 10, 15, 15. So this boy, can we see him?
Yes, yeah, you can see him.
And you said he looks kind of rough. He's
Yeah,
not.
he looks really rough.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my Inquest Persuader at him then.
Okay.
27 to hit. Get out of 10.
27 hits. For some force damage, I believe.
11 force damage. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Oh,
Yeah, penetrates right through the shield, slams into it. You see the sparks fly, and it sort of just quivers and shakes as it lies still.
Okay. I don't have any bonus action, and movement-wise, I'm gonna come over here by Brina, but that's about it.
Okay, that brings it to Galatar's turn.
Yeah, I'll carefully walk around that little teleportation circle then, and just, I guess, take a couple attacks at this, because I won't be able to destroy it in one attack.
Right.
Well, I guess it's going to hit automatically, because I can't roll lower than a 5. The first one is 10 points of damage, and the second one is 12 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Cool. And then I'll just hover out. The Aceron went behind the or went through the teleportation circle, so I guess we've got a little time. And that'll be it.
Okay. Alright, on the analyst's turn. As you hear Galatar call out, and as things around you go kind of silent, you once again hear the blaring of the alarm siren as the alarm is triggered. And that brings it to Alexa's turn.
Damn it. As soon as it starts going off, I'm gonna jump on the console and see if there's anything I can do about it.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Do I have any kind of advantage since this is the second time I've done this? Or is this console totally different?
I'll say yeah. We'll give you advantage on this one.
I appreciate it. I needed it a little.
All right. Let me see here. Oh, okay. So. Let's see. You easily find the controls to turn off the siren. Once again, having done this before, you see that the facility writ large is now on alert level 2, but the sirens are disabled, and it seems like this sector of the facility is no longer under active alarm status.
Even though it was like Fred just kind of leaned on the button for like 3 seconds.
Due to protocols, the button was pressed and things go into effect.
Bastards and their protocols. Okay, so that was 5, 10. Investigation check. And then 15. I'm just gonna kick the back wall and make sure it's solid.
Yeah, you run up and ninja kick the wall. It is, in fact, solid.
Okay, yeah, and then we can call that the done turn.
Okay. So, at this point, things go quiet again. It only takes, another round to knock down that last pillar. And you guys find yourself once again alone. And currently unassailed with 2 active teleportation circles in either of these side chambers. There's also an abandoned security checkpoint terminal in this central room. This would probably be a great place to call it, otherwise we're going to get into combat again and it'll just take forever.
What? What do you mean? We'll just charm our way through it again.
Yeah.
I don't think we've crossed
There's
that.
plenty left. We've got...
Well, see, now they're at like alert level 2, so we've got to charm doesn't work anymore because they're all hostile towards us.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, they were all hostile at us level 1 there with the gravity well right off the bat.
That was hostile.
Alert level 1, they know that there are intruders.
Yeah.
Well, the gravity bomb was this level still.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were on 1 when you came down, because the alarm had been sounded once before. Oh, alert level 1 is the guards are prepared for intruders and personnel gather at strategic locations.
That's what alert level 2 is. Fuck their day up.
I will say there are 3 levels of alert.
Oh fuck! Blackwatch Plaid.
Black Hawk down.
Yeah. Is there anything in these chambers that you guys would like to do before we adjourn today?
You
I
search
did
the
want to
body.
do those bio lockers, yeah, while we're here.
Oh,
Yeah. So Galatar and because you said because
He was
they're
gonna try
served,
and
you
do it
probably get 'em,
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on my way to do it when we opened the door and went in, so it's gonna do it now.
Yeah, so it's easy enough to drag Anosura in there. You try the hand on a couple of different lockers and it doesn't work.
Okay.
Eventually you do find one where it does. And locker opens up and it is a set of like traveling clothes and traveling boots. Pretty generic Asuran style, geometric patterns, brighter colors. You notice that the 3 dead bodies in the previous location, and those of the people who were fleeing earlier, they have a general color scheme of reds, blacks, and whites for their like work outfits or uniforms, like lab coats and stuff like that. The robes are kind of similarly colored, and these just appear to be their day clothes.
Okay.
I'd like to look around for secret doors. Just check if there are any more anywhere on this level.
With your passive perception, given this, kind of look around and really take a look around the walls, the floors. Nothing else strikes your eye.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like this being the sort of gateway to two other parts of this sector itself was kind of kept obscured.
Is this body that we created, does it have a key on it? A glyph key?
It does not.
I
It
didn't
appears
think
to
so.
be very similar to the just the general security guards like you ran into on the first level.
Yeah, I guess we'll check all the bodies to look for a glyph key or anything.
Yeah, the only thing out of the ordinary is the first room. There are two just kind of generic analysts, but the third body, the one who threw the gravity well at you, actually has a wand for an arcane focus.
Hmm.
That's not something that has been used so far, but their robes are a little different. They have like a long white lab coat, whereas the others have more like coveralls and aprons and things like that, where they're doing more physical work. This seems to be a more theoretical type, so probably higher ranking.
Okay. So we don't have a glyph key.
You do not yet have a glyph key.
But the teleportation circles were still active, weren't they?
The two in these side rooms are, yes.
Can we tell, does one of them go back to the floor we were on before?
As far as Kala is concerned, they're shiny circles.
So I think the left one's a bad idea because that's where the Azura went.
Well said. Hurtful, but true.
If Galatar or Alexa would care to either make an investigation or an Arcana check, if they're curious about that information.
Rolled
I will.
29 for Arcana.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat that, but I'll roll for funsies.
Yeah. So between Galatar's incredible knowledge of Arcana, it's clear to you that these go to two different locations. Neither one of them is precisely the entryway that you recall. You didn't necessarily memorize those because you really don't have a desire to go back to specifically those with your own magic, but you did catch enough of them to realize that neither of these are mapped to those two prior circles that you've used, and they are unique in and of themselves. Between the two of you, as you kind of talk about this and try to puzzle it out, Alexa, you are able, with that 18 and with Galatar's assistance, to use the security console to look up information about the layout of this facility. You get a kind of working diagram of the different sectors. You are currently in the bioarcanics sector. The chamber you arrived in is called the specimen preparation chamber. It's where the live captives are stored. It's where they do dissections and analysis. They also mix alchemical substances of varying effects to test on their subjects and prepare them for irradiation in an adjacent chamber. That would be the portal to the east, which takes you to the subject storage vault. This is where dragon minions are preserved in special tanks, and their magic is siphoned away from them and then used to both power the arcanic reactor and bombard test subjects with dragon corruption to see what effects they can work with. The teleportation circle to the west leads to the Golem Forge. It's an unusual sight as you kind of like flip through some of the information. It's not only where they construct their sentry golems and other mechanical constructs. They've also been pioneering forbidden work that is banned in Ratasum, and that is the integration of living minds and matter with golem magimechanical parts. Forcibly like grafting golem, not prosthetics, but components into living creatures that have been bombarded with dragon radiation and this sort of wild chaos magic that morphs and transforms them in an attempt to render them more obedient to their Asuran commands. Those are the two options that you have.
They
The
both
Subject
sound like
Sword
great
Vault and the
choices.
Golem Forge.
Can Birdie also take a peek at this statue? I just want to give it a once over, make sure nothing sticks out as funny about it.
Yeah, I will say that like taking a good moment to look at it. It's another statue of Kudu, but you can see very faintly. It looks like someone at some point had tried to like scar it up and chisel like a mustache on it.
Yeah.
And it has since been like sort of polished away, but there's still sign of what do you call that? Like defacing. Yeah.
I tell you what Birdie will do is he'll take his marvelous pigments, and if he can get Brina to to give him a boost. I don't know how tall this statue is, if it's like a big statue or a little statue.
The top of it's like 6 feet high.
Okay. Yeah.
Easy.
You're working
it's on
above your head a
pedestal,
little.
so it's easy for you to
A
like
little
stand
bit,
on
yeah.
the pedestal and grab it.
I will take some pigments and like paint on a mustache such that it is like actual, like, I don't know if it's like bronze or whatever, but like actually part of the statue.
Little bronze edition.
Yeah.
Easily done for you in that amount of time. Yeah.
So did any of the information we got tell us how we could help get these people out of here?
If that is something you'd like to look up, you can try to find that information in the console. It would just take more time.
I think that's worth looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already know we're here.
Yeah.
Might as well.
That's fair.
So between Galatar's Arcana and Alexa's information roll, it just takes a couple more minutes. But as you guys kind of gather around this console and kind of keeping an eye out on the gateways, you know, clever as you are able to find the protocols for these gates. The shtick is that if an unregistered user passes through a gate, the destination gate turns off. To turn it back on again, a sector manager has to use their glyph key to reactivate it. So what you need to do is find a manager for this sector and take their key back to that portal you came through and turn it back on, and then it will lead back the way you came.
Okay. So they're stuck here until
Yes.
I guess
You get a
either
manager's key.
Galatar teleports them out.
I would have
So
to
you get a
teleport
manager's
with
key.
them.
Oh, well, that's
Awkward.
I wouldn't.
because we're not going to be able to get back to this floor when we leave.
Well,
We would if we get the sector manager for the next floor's key.
We don't.
Yeah.
This might loop back around. We don't know where it goes.
Should we check the other lockers? Just in case.
We did all the ones for the ones we had bioscans for, I would imagine.
That was just. Or did we?
Well,
care
I'd-
about
if we
Brina?
got a lot
Oh, we
of
just did
time.
one.
I was
Yeah.
I would have just assumed you stopped after the one, but if you want, I would say it's easy enough to just like either drag these little bodies like ragdolls in here, or just cut a hand off. Either way, and it takes some trial and error to find, but eventually you open it up. And these lockers just have like town clothes and like a little backpack with common gear in it.
How many more lockers are there? Is there just a fourth, or there? And I didn't see that person use a key of any kind, right? Or they weren't holding a key, the person that disappeared into the portal?
They were not.
Okay.
No, and
Didn't think
there
so.
would be like 12 lockers.
Oh, okay.
How many did we open? We opened 4?
Uh,
3 at
3.
most.
3
Yeah.
unless you use the guard and the little Iron Man suit, because he has one too.
Yeah,
But
we'll
it's
try
all the
it,
same.
but
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Hmm.
So do we want to do the Golem Forge or what's the other one called?
The subject storage vault.
Subject
Well,
store.
one's trapped and one's a bad idea. So.
Yep. Maybe we just go home.
Right, let's just bomb this place.
Adventuring
Yeah.
for us.
Look, we did our best. Let's just go back to the tavern.
We got some time to think on it. We don't have to decide right.
So when do we want to meet again
Make
to
that
make
decision.
that decision?
Yes.
We know Alex can't do this coming weekend.
Forever.